Wagwan sports fans, welcome back to this or that Sports TV, the place you guys come for the best, most interesting and riveting sports discussions, topics, debates, discussions, everything on the internet. This is where you come for it, people. No, you see, it's me alone right now. And my partner in crime will be here very soon. Partner in crime, figuratively speaking, of course. Joe will be here soon, but I'll be starting discussions today. And we have some good things to talk about today, people. We have some very entertaining topics. Discussions might get a little chippy, you know, as soon as we get into the nitty-gritty of it. But before we do, all of the fun stuff. You know, we we haven't talked to you in a minute. So first of all, we need you guys to talk to us in the comment section. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That's if you're new. And if you like the content, what better way to show us your support than hit that like button and share it to 5 people. Always asking for do a match for it. If each of you guys can share the channel and our video or something to 5 of your friends, do you know how many subscribers that would get us by the end of today? But people, let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is, Vin Blaine. There's been this saga going on, right? And we're going to, be recapping the whole saga and, everything that took place. And then we're going to be breaking it down because a lot has happened, right? So the first round of, the women's championship took place. The Reggae Girlz qualified to the second round. The first window was not so great. We won all the games. We scored some goals. The second round was better though. Scored a lot of goals and we topped our group, right? After we qualified to the second round now, some news broke. The Reggae Girlz wrote a letter and I think 20 of them signed the letter. Having some issues with the coaching staff and even asking for the coaching staff to be sacked, right? Now, as you guys know, the JFF, they're not quick to make their decisions all the time. And whether you like that or not, that's just the fact. So, the JFF went into the deliberation and, I must say after like a week or two, they came out and they backed Vin Blaine. So the JFF decided that we are not going to fire Vin Blaine. Vin Blaine, you have our support. And they released a statement saying that, we did our due diligence, we studied this case, we read your letter, but sorry, we are with Vin Blaine on this one. Now, after the JFF, all of them little, pleasantries, the politics, everything was done. Then back Vin Blaine. Right after that, Vin Blaine resigned. Now, a lot of people, I can't say they saw this coming, but it was kind of in a lot of people, the back of a lot of people's mind. It was definitely in the back of my mind. Vin Blaine resigned. And I was wondering, why would he resign right after the JFF showed their support? At the same time, I was wondering, why would he continue if the team doesn't want him to coach them? So people, I want to know from you, did Vin Blaine play the JFF? Did he know this whole time that he would resign and was just waiting to see what they would do if they would fire him first and then he couldn't pull this trick? Or he was just waiting for them to back him and then just pull away from them? Because I feel like maybe he left them with their pants down because now the JFF have to go and find a coach now. The JFF have to find a coach now for the Reggae Girlz. And this is a very important part of their season. So what happened? Talk to me, people. Did Vin Blaine play the JFF? Did he embarrass the JFF? Did he win this one? Did he win this one? Because think about it. What does Vin Blaine really have to prove? Vin Blaine coach almost every level in the JFF so far. Vin Blaine have his name already, win JPL already. So quite comfortably walked away from the job. So people, talk to me. Did Vin Blaine play the JFF? My opinion on this, I think so. Because the timing of it, it's like a day or two right after they backed him, the guy resigned. And I would have to think that he would have known that he would have resigned already. Like he would have known, like once they submitted that letter. If it was me and I'm coaching a team and that team write a letter against me, 20 of the players on the team wrote a letter or signed off on a letter, I would assume that all of those players would have seen the letter first of all, would have known the content of the letter before they put their signature on something, because at the end of the day, these girls are professional footballers. They're athletes, right? They would know the contents of this letter. After I hear what's in this letter, and I know that they want me sacked and they want the old coach, I would know that I would already be resigning. I would know that, right? So if I was Vin Blaine now, and I would have this trick up my sleeve too, and I would play the G. In fact, I would play the GFF too. I would wait to see. All right, I'm gonna see if you're not gonna listen to them, if you're not gonna hear my case and still fire me. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do. And then after, when the system is done, me gonna resign and leave over the pants down. So personally, I feel like Vin Blaine did play the GFF, and maybe it was the right thing to do to leave him with a sense of integrity after everything. Maybe he knows that he didn't do anything wrong. Um, Actually, big up yourself. Yes, people, make sure comment, talk to us. I'm here alone today, so and this is that Sports TV is an interactive show. We like to communicate with the subscribers. When it's Joe Mar, I bounce ideas off Joe Mar, bounce ideas off me. So there's no Joe Mar right now. He will be here very soon. Don't miss him. He will be here very soon. So make sure not talk to me in the comment section. Let me know. Did Vin Blaine play the GFF? Because this is a weird one, and you want to think of some of the things that you would think went wrong in the camp, right? And some of the things that the girl, well, there are rumors, and I watched an interview, I think it was on Sportsmax, and they asked some lovely questions. They asked Vin Blaine, why were the girls so mad? What did he do? And some of the things that got mentioned was lack of planning, daily planning. There wasn't a very good schedule. The girls didn't know what they were doing on a day-to-day basis. The communication level was low. They would find out things the morning of events, in group chats, stuff like that. These are some of the things that the girls didn't like. The training sessions, they didn't like the directions of the training sessions, the professionalism of the coaching staff. Some of the things that the girls didn't like, they weren't comfortable with. And maybe they are right. Because think about it. These girls are full-blown professional, These girls are all over the world playing football for a living. So when they come and they expect a standard from Jamaica, from the international team, and they don't get that standard, they are going to make their voice heard. And again, comments, email, bless up yourself, email, part of the show same way. Big up yourself. Email if you want to come on, let me know. In fact, me I go drop the link in the comment section. I go pin it. So anybody want to come all a reason with me? Because as I said, Joe Marno there right now. But the show must go on. You see me? So I go drop the link in the comment section, and people, if you don't want to come give no 2 cents or no 3 cents or no 5 cents, come contribute to the show. Let me know an opinion. You see me? But yeah, right now, the topic of conversation right now, before we even move on, did Vin Blaine play the GFF? Did he have this trick up his sleeve all along and was just waiting to drop the bomb after he got that support or didn't get the support from the GFF? So give me a second, people. I'm going to drop the link in the comment section and pin it so that you guys can come and share your opinions. But people, I must say, this now got me again. For the people that was on the stream last week, you couldn't know what happened last week. We're not going to go over it, but we know what happened. There's a mess on the stream, right? When you want to come and talk to me tonight, you have to turn on your camera from backstage. Else I don't know if I'll add you to the stream, right? I can't take the embarrassment this week. You understand, people? I'm not going to say what me, A lot of people know. You see me, we'd have to cut out some things out of the stream and do a bag of doctoring before we even upload the full stream. So people, turn on your cameras in backstage before you come on the stream. All right. So the link is pinned in the live chat. If you want to come and say something, if you want to talk to me, if you want to tell me your opinion, did Vin Blaine play the GFF? And was this even the right move though? And did he have any hope? Would you go back if you was a coach and your team say, yo, I don't want you to coach me anymore? Would you go? Because I think about it, and I think about some of the things that Vin Blaine could have to fight for. I think reputation was not one of them, but maybe he could improve his reputation. Maybe he could say, take it up another notch, because yes, he's coached before. He's coached in the islands before, in the Caribbean. But say if you take the Reggae Girlz to a World Cup, do you know what that could do for your resume? What that could do for, say, your next job, your next paycheck? What that could do for your current job? you could be in this seat for a minute if you do take the girls to success. So maybe that was, teasing Vin Blaine. And I'd love to talk to Vin Blaine and ask him, why were you even thinking about taking this job? But who that? The people in favorite in the place. I'm telling you, the ones who come, I'm not a liar, people. So don't call me a liar, I'll get offended.
What the people they must say?
Yeah, we're there at we just start the stream, 10 minutes ago. 10 people there same way. We have all a reason, bro.
Right.
But there I wonder if Vin Blaine play the JFF, like if him have that chicken up him sleeve and just wait for see if them are gonna support him or not. And then say, yo, me I cut anyway, so the dump is on your head.
So wait, because when I caught up to that, Vin Blaine walk or JFF?
Vin Blaine put in him resignation, bridging after the JFF back him. So after the JFF say, yo, would not fire you? Vin Blaine. Yeah, fam.
Georgia, never know that. Yeah, fam. I thought he was removed or them
neutral. No, they released a statement and said that because they were the technical committee, I think, met. Because they would decide on all the coaches, right?
Yeah.
And they reviewed it. Vin Blaine presented his case. I think he disproved all of the allegations that was in the letter. That's what he said on a Sportsman interview. And then the technical committee said, all right, we're not going to fire you. Then, like a day or two after, bro, Vin Blaine put in resignation. And in fact, Vin Blaine said in the interview, he didn't want to put in the resignation before because he had some of the staff that he brought on that he never just want to walk away from. You get me? I say, I know that he resigned for a fact. But me, I say, why? It's just weird because now you leave them high and dry. And why fight for the position if you're going to leave?
Well, I prove a point, I drop my situation.
Prove a point for what, Regin? Like, and him frame it now where like him don't look like the villain either. Because my boy said, not my boy, I have some respect for the man. Vin Blaine said that this is the best thing for Jamaican football. Him leaving is the best thing for Jamaican football. And while that might be true, how you left might not have been the best thing for Jamaican football at the moment. Is it me?
One of my biggest regrets in covering these games, especially the female games, is not getting a contact number for Vin Blaine. Because it would have been an interesting conversation having him on here. Have a look at right now about the situation.
Burning questions. Email with an opinion right now. I honestly don't think that. I believe it was a wise decision for him to resign. I mean, why would I stay in an environment where I'm not wanted? What you have to say? You like you have something to say to this?
No, but I got to tell email for forward on the stream today. Why pre-email? Come give it a chat.
Forward. Link in the thing. But email before you forward still now. You have to turn on the camera now, bro. Don't feel like you get to it. Me I tell you that right now, Bridget. Because if you think you can come sabotage this.
No, email verified, man. What you talking about? People have decided Sports TV and I already know that email is the
yeah.
Man there in the camera.
Email a part of the farm.
Behind the scenes. So come talk to the people. But yeah, bro, to Emil's point, if Vin Blaine knows, and we know, the people know, and Vin Blaine himself knows that even if it's not unanimous, there are definitely some elements within the squad that don't want Vin Blaine to be the head coach, correct? Like everybody know that. So me personally, I'm not in the situation. So I cannot tell you if it's 90%, 100%, 5%, 10%, but there are definitely elements of the squad that don't want Vin Blaine as the head coach of the team. So Vin Blaine knowing this is probably like, you know what? If it's not a consensus decision by the players that I am in charge of, that I should be in charge, then I don't want to be in charge. Because that is going to cause strife and division in the team. And probably that's the perspective from which he viewed it, and as such he made his decision to part ways. You get what I say?
Bro, yeah, I understand what you're saying. And then sometimes you know, not every player is going to be happy with a coach and a team. I am 100% sure that not everybody on that Arsenal team is 100% 100% in support of Mikel Arteta. Not everybody at Man City is 100% happy. I can't say in support, but not 100% happy with Guardiola, or not 100% happy with their play, with some situation or something that is happening in the camp. No, the thing that will tip it over is that can get up to, out of your 23, that can reach up to 5, that can reach up to 7, that can reach up, in fact, that can reach up to your captain. It can be a captain, because sometimes it's not even say the amount of people, it is who is unhappy. Because let's use a more popular example. If say this was the English national team, right? And Harry Kane was unhappy. Then you have a Jordan Henderson unhappy. You see me? And then you have a Raheem Sterling unhappy. Then we have problem in the camp. But out of a 23, that's only 3. So it's not necessarily majority sometimes. It's who. So in this, to bring it back to the Reggae Girlz now, if we talk about, guys, I'm just speculating. Not even speculating. I'm just making a point. If we have, say, a Bunny Shaw having problems, if we have, say, the Swedish sisters having problem, if we have, say, a Marlo Sweatman having problem, or a Jody Brown, or a Trudy Carter, or any of those prominent figures that we know are going to be in the squad, whether it is Vin Blaine or not, they're going to be a part of the squad. If these are the players that are having problem, then Vin Blaine, you have to walk with. Because now it's not a matter of numbers now, it's just a matter of influence. And these girls can get through to right now. These girls can get through the players fast, get to the players faster than Vin Blaine.
and it's weird in contrast when you think about it. When you think about it, bro. It was the opposite with Theodore Whitmore. I bet more than half of the team probably wanted a new coach, seeing that half of the contingency half of the team were contingent of overseas-based players, right? Half of the team were made up of players but the core of the players like the Andre Blakes and the Damian Lowe's, so on and so forth, would have been in favor of Theodore Whitmore. And as such, even though the majority of the team probably wanted to see Theodore Whitmore's back, the guys who are the guys in the team supported him, and as such, that probably kept him around longer than he should have. So it's the total.
In fact, I think that is exactly what kept him around long, and that is probably why the decision took as long as it took. Because remember, that was a drag.
And as compared to Vin Blaine, it might be the complete opposite, where maybe I don't think this is the case, but maybe the majority of players might have wanted Vin Blaine to stay. However, the people who are the people are like, that's not the guy. And because those people say he's not the guy, he's not the guy.
Yeah, and a quote from Vin Blaine. A quote from Vin Blaine again from that Sportsman interview, because I got a lot of insight from that, bro. The man say he thinks, it was a question posed to him, that do you think that the girls are being exploited or misled, taken advantage of along those lines by an external factor? External meaning not a part of the playing team. And Vin Blaine say he doesn't think, he knows. Now again, something to think about, bro. You get what I say, like, no, you're not have the job, no, you're not have to hold your mouth. You get me, I say, brother, take down the background there, Bridget. Bridget, we're not add with the background there, we're not add with the jersey there, Bridget.
Yo, the man of him right push him team, yo. We're not going to be that guy, yeah, man. we're not going to be tyrants on this channel, expression, freedom of speech.
Watch the man.
Hey, man, we can't hear you, bro.
Fix every audio, brother.
All
right, we'll do some comments same time.
Yes, you come for show off. Me, I tell you, that's not it, bro.
No, go on. All right, some comments we require email fix him audio.
Yeah.
Actually, but all this week, hold on the email. Hold on real quick. I'll read some comments. But all this we have until July, and we still don't have a coach. No, this is the problem, and this is what I was afraid of. I didn't want us to get into this summer, bro. And we're gonna turn June next week, and we're gonna worry about who will be the coach of the Reggae Girlz to take on a tournament to qualify us to the World Cup. This just sounds like problem. It sounds like problem to me. Actually, can't make no madness with last week. Tevin Campbell, who do we think will captain the game Wednesday? We'll be talking about the Reggae Boyz soon, but remember, people, we have to give the Reggae Girlz some love. We have to talk about our girls.
Yeah,
Come
they're
on, we can't
Jamaican.
come with and talk about the Reggae Boyz for
We're,
the world football.
we're
We gotta
give
talk about the
them
Reggae
one.
Boyz though. Watch you now, Island card, Man City for life. You know about
Yeah,
it for
well
life.
said.
But
Said.
all right, my boss. All right, real quick, Emil. What you ask?
Yes,
Cause
sir.
right now the topic, did Vin Blaine play the JFF?
Yeah, as I said in the comments, I mean, I don't think that was his intention. I mean, think about it. Why would I stay and coach this team where majority of my star players no longer believe in me and they want me out? So it's best for me and my reputation. I have to go because I'm not
Right,
wanted here. So I waste time.
right.
But the
I
only
have to
problem
say,
is now who replaces him. That's the only problem now. Who replaces him now?
true. I wanted to dispute something where you say, but when I think about it, I can't. You say, oh, majority of his star players.
Yeah.
And if 20 girls sign the letter, it have to be some star players in there. So we can't even dispute it. Yeah, may I say? But Vin Blaine say on the interview again, bro, and as he keep coming back to me, Vin Blaine say, oh, after the letter was submitted, some of the girls even phoned him personally to apologize and say that they were misled into signing the letter, bro.
Oh,
And some of the things that they said, yes, they said some of the things that were on the letter, but some of the other things that was on the letter, they didn't see it and they don't co-sign that part and blah 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 blah. So Vin Blaine said that. So some girls link him and I say, oh, we
Yo,
can't figure it out, but the decision was already made.
why Jamaican football ever depend some soap opera shit, bro?
May I tell you?
Why?
And
Why
Netflix
football,
this will
why
upon
football
Britain.
can't just be straight and narrow, over the table, like just solid, just all about the football? Why we
Yeah,
always on some soap opera type stuff, fam? It's so frustrating in every facet of football. Like we literally see it now under 20s. Like there's always some so proper situation with Jamaican football, yo, and it's the most frustrating thing. Why we can't just have a solid FA and just watch good football and have the people them or the players them being managed how them supposed to be managed and then the argument done. Why does there always have to be drama and politics involved in our football? When is it going to ever end?
I don't know. But I know if Jamaica would be Jamaica without the politics. I really don't. And I'd love to see a day when I can just get up and watch some Reggae Girlz football, watch some Reggae Boyz football for a year. Let's give me a year now.
Just 1 year a
And we
drama.
hear no drama, no politics, no I want this man out, I want that man out. This girl said this man. Man, we always I hear something, some saga, some drama, something for real, if you think about it.
Perpetually.
from the
Reggae
outside
Girlz
looking
and
in,
boys.
everything looked like it was going good, and
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah, for the girls. For the
all of a
girls.
sudden, this just hit us out of nowhere.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That's right. Because since the inception of the program with Sidela Mali, it's been
Mhm.
good. It's been. In fact, I was saying that maybe the JFF should think about having departments for running the reggae, just like how they've given the program to. I don't know if they've given it, but you know,
Yeah,
more
she make
more
it. I can tell you
yeah
that.
to Sidela Mali. Maybe somebody should be running the
No, but the thing
Reggae
is, the
Boys.
thing is, the thing is with the women's football is a case where the JFF didn't really, they weren't really allocating, funds and resources to it. And then an external factor came and decided that they were going to allocate funds to it, and as such, then get control over it. You get me? I said, so it's
Yeah,
like me have a toy that I'm not using, and or a car that I'm not using, and somebody said fix up the car and gas the car. Imagine if me supposed to come and look for them and say, "Oh, I can drive the car." Before that,
no,
I rather take out all of the gas and mash up but the car there before you can come drive it.
I'm not lie.
You get
You're not come
me?
benefit for this.
So is that case where yeah,
No, again, may I stick to your knowledge. Let me go one step further now.
Mhm.
You have another car, bro. And the car they give you a problem in you can't seem to fix the car, but try.
Aye, that's what it is with the
And you
Reggae
see
Boyz.
how me deal with that one where you neglect, right? I mean, I say,
But
just give me that one the way I work, and you still
no, but
just
Sidela Man is not interested in that other
say,
car, bro.
say not silly, Marley, but I'm saying if we can find somebody else along those lines, somebody with the same, interest in Jamaican foot in the Reggae Boy, somebody with the say know-how, say more than Sidela Marley.
But then what would be the point of the JFF at that point?
No, we need somebody independent, bro. Me, remember me, I try to take the drama and the soap
Yeah,
opera and
but
the summer
then
football.
I'm saying that at that point, if the two senior teams are being run independently, then what?
JFF worry about the I say when it comes to appointments, when it comes to development and them thing, the outside of the national team, give the national team itself and the running of a national team, it's just an idea, people. And
Interesting.
this got sparked by the whole Cedella Mali Reggae Girlz Foundation thing. Me I say,
Listen,
all
Rush,
right, and
you
based
think
on
we
my bullet
can?
was running.
Rush, you think we can put some funds together and bring a proposal to the JFF? And may I take it on? Man, Wi-Fi is shut.
We say this side that Sports TV Foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, for
Hear
the
that
Reggae
commenter.
Boyz.
Hear that commenter. Hear that commenter. Actually, to be honest, a long time we don't have a big problem in the senior men's team for at least 2 weeks now.
Yeah. That's
We
a
have to
long
clap
time,
them.
isn't it?
We have to
Yeah,
clap
man,
them.
for
Well
real.
done.
Round
Yeah,
of
I have to them.
applause.
Hey, but don't talk too soon, you know. Match a Wednesday.
And Nations League at 2 weeks from now, fam.
No, don't talk too soon. But we wish Reggae Boyz all the best. Yeah, this what we have to say about Vin Blaine still. Not much more to say. It's a weird one. I feel like say me a boy still in that. Me I think about it. Me a boy still. If me see them girl like they with me and way one way, I'm know say me I got cut. My good lay look pan the JFF because remember you know, Vin Blaine is a long servant of the JFF, you know.
Yeah.
So him good lay look upstairs from and is parties and saying, but I still want to really go if you're not gonna believe them girl and question my reputation and my integrity right now. You know, looking at all these people. Waiting for their decision. Remember, him already know what I do. I mean, I think about it as a man, me that probably do the same thing. Wait on them to make the decision. And then say, all right, now that I know that you guys know who I am, I wish you all the best. But I can't continue. Yeah, man, me that pull one of them power play there, bro. You wouldn't do it.
They couldn't expect him to swallow and pride right this.
I have a reference. I'm gonna tell you where only you alone are gonna understand, but I'm still gonna say it anyway. Alright. Naga role play it. So them the way I me the over so as bounty killer say. You get me I say you know over the line the end. You get me I say always kinda yeah, basically, you see me? We can't really say the complete line for YouTube, but you get the drift.
100%.
So one of them pull, you see me, bro?
You feel like you do that still? You feel like you do that? Leave them with them pants down like that?
First of all, why? First of all.
Second of all, I want to them money, dog.
Second of all, yo, Bridget, me's a youth was spiteful still, you get me, say. They don't ask if me that be like, you know what, yeah, mom, I want the job, and then when them give me the job, just run them. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's not about Vin Blaine's relationship with the JFF. I think it's more a matter of him knowing that there are elements within the team that don't want him there, and as such, toxicity only gonna grow, and it not gonna mean nobody good at the end of the day. Or it might just be that Vin Blaine looking at the future and see that there's no hope at success with this group, and as such, jump ship before the ship starts sink. You get me? I said so that way it look like, oh, if we did it, success would have followed easy. I'm gonna jump out from early. That might be a case too. Might be a smart way of being a coward in a sense. Because why they would look for his job,
Yeah. Emil, what you say?
I mean, I've already said what I need
No,
to say.
would you do that? That's a question. Would you do the same thing that Vin Blaine did? Would you wait for them to make decision and then?
I mean, it's only natural. If I'm not wanted, I'm not loved in the environment. Why stay? Why would I waste my time? Why am I going to swallow my pride? I'm going
But
to
you never
swallow my
forgot to the
pride.
JFF though, bro. The JFF not doing nothing. You could have met them know early and say, the girls don't want me. All right, I'm gone.
Yeah, but it's not the JFF I'm coaching. I'm coaching the players, and the players look like they have lost all love and respect for me. So I can't stay in that environment anymore. I have to go.
Got
Fair.
to go.
And allow somebody else to take over.
But I have to prove my point first. Because at the end of the day, I'm a man.
Man first, Bridget.
Yeah. So you have to get me to prove the point and then dip. But all said and done, the only thing Jamaican football can be perpetually associated with is drama. And the day when that ends, all
A
right,
glorious day.
somebody come with fire, because I'm just about to call out the comment section, Rush. Like
I
we
know.
have 30
But I see,
people in here
well,
and nobody's commenting. But see
I
somebody
just I
just
go see, I no comment alone. Me I go see what them depend.
with the likes. Take a
You want
look
me
at
to
me.
call Ryan in?
18
Yeah,
likes, 19 likes, Bridget.
people like up the stream are like 24 people around now. Get it to 24 likes real quick with the quickness.
A
Oh
joke
God.
thing. A
But yeah,
joke thing. But what you say about, you talk about a comment here.
I'm gonna address it.
All right, so Kyrie Hugh, give Bonnie Shaw the coaching job. She seems to know what the girls want
All right,
and
wait.
need.
Before, contextualize this. Is this coming from a place of passive aggression? Are you being literal here? I don't know because
I don't think it's literal,
it's hard
bro.
to
It can be
communicate
literal.
over
It
text.
cannot be
You
literal.
think this is him having a gripe with Khadija Shah how she handled the situation, right?
It might, it
That's
might be.
that's what I'm interpreting this comment as, right, Karumi?
Yeah.
So him not really like the style where Bonnie pull.
Yeah, I like the things. It can't be literal, bro. So we need another comment from the Karumi.
Give us
Yeah,
some more content.
where are they? Yeah, say yo, Bonnie talk so much like she know what she do. She become coach, or are you actually think she can coach Reggae Girls? I
It
don't
can't
think
be
you're
that.
safe. I
It
don't think
can't
you're
be
safe.
that.
But let's have the conversation, bro. Who could be the
But
next coach?
it sound like Karuma have a big issue with Khadija Shah.
What would be that issue, Karuni? See,
All right.
actually, all I can say is we in problem. With a new coach, we are behind. Have to go to a new system and might even some new players. You see, the thing is with football, this is how it does sometime in the football world, You change coaches. And then it's up to the JFF now, working with the Reggae Girls Association, of course. Can't leave them out. It's up to them to bring in somebody that wants to play in a similar way to the previous coach. So that way you don't have to say change the whole system. You don't have to introduce a new way to the girls in the middle of the campaign that they've already been taking strides and steps in. You understand? I'm not even sure if they'll remove the whole coaching staff. So it's going to be a change, but I don't think it'll be the worst thing in the world as soon as we can get that in right now because the seasons are over. The girls are on the beach right now, yes. But in a few days should be back. They should be in camp. So if we can get it sorted out early, I don't want us to be planning a camp without a coach, bro. And I feel like that's what we're doing. You understand? We're planning, we have to plan a camp now, right? Because the competition is in July. So right now, we're in the planning stages. We should have the dates done for those 2 weeks. Say the camp start early July. We'll have that done. Yet still we have no coach. That is a problem. That
I'm
is a
not
problem. But
hearing
I
any
feel like
talks. I'm not hearing even any talks about who can possibly be the coach. And that's even more worrying at
well, I
this
don't know.
stage.
I don't know. We hear the whispers obviously of Busby, the previous coach, but I don't know
Not
how
gonna
legit
happen.
that is, and I don't even know how possible that is, to be honest.
Won't happen.
In addition to the fact that this is going to be some competitive football, the chances look very, very slim.
This is not something that we should be dealing with right now, bro.
But alas, it's the Jamaican Football Federation. So what do
Actually,
you expect?
again, I know friendlies, and yet we need the practice versus these big boys we're going against. Yeah, if you're talking about the Reggae Girls, yeah, we need
Big
we need
Yeah,
yeah,
big girl.
yeah. I get what he's saying. I think we need a friendly or two in June. What do you think about that, guys? Big competition. You need to keep the girls warm.
we need a coach. That's where I'm right now. But honestly, with this whole situation, it does not look good at all.
Yeah.
Very troubling, very scary. But not surprised. But Sidella Marley, she will find a way to pull it out. Still have faith in my girls because they're very talented, but I did not want this type of drama to seep into the female side of it. And you know it would have happened because when there was no drama, Ubus was not JFF's coach. Vin Blaine is a JFF man through and through. So the moment JFF managed to get them hand in this program, it was doomed, bro. It was marked for failure. So congratulations, JFF. You've done it again.
Congratulations, JFF. But I feel it, bro.
You cost me another World Cup.
And you know the Reggae Girlz was that one team where I said, all right. They were almost like the relief team. When one side let you down, you can count on the girls to make you feel good. That was what the girls provided for me, at least over the last couple of months and even the last World Cup campaign. I remember when they qualified, bro. That's what the girls provided. No, who provides that for us, though? Right now.
The Reggae Boyz.
Brother, I can't bother bridging. Like, I support Arsenal. Meds this. Am I just a loop? I support Arsenal. I support LeBron James and the Lakers. I support the Reggae Boyz. I support. Hello, Real Madrid are going good. Real Madrid on Spanish side. I support the Reggae Girlz in a turmoil right now. No, my team now win, bridging. I stress out from great air receding airline and thing.
I'm a Golden State Warriors fan. So.
Says the man with the Lakers. That's crazy, bro.
The man said a relief now, a Ray and him nephew, you know, that are the only relief. Judge you would. You know, him never tell a lie. He never tell a lie. Yo, boy, today me I watch.
People may tell us the cup empty. A Jerry.
Arsenal dropped 5 today, no boy. I'm never so upset to see my team score 5 goals in my life.
I'm gonna tell us every goal they score more and cuss.
You want cuss every goal they score my cuss. You think that I'm say I can't even say right now for sure you.
But I would not be proud.
But anyways, anything more to say about this saga? Because we still not have much information on it, and there's still way much more to learn about the situation.
No, but a quick question. Who currently is the assistant coach? Who's the assistant coach?
I can't even tell you, fam.
See, man, I put him on the spot now, dog.
honestly, I can't tell you.
I try to move. May I tell you? People in the comment section, who is the assistant coach of the Reggae Girlz? Please, if you can.
Assuming the assistant coach is competent, I'm assuming that he or she would know the system already.
No, and you see, that is it. A lot of the times, bro, the assistant coach is a part of the head coach's staff. A lot of the times, the assistant coach is brought in by the head coach. No, you have some weird situations where the FA or the club will bring in somebody to work with the coach, say a Paul or to work as an assistant coach, but really was brought in by the JFF and not Tapa bringing him assistant coach. So I don't know if that was the case, and it kind of sound like Vin Blaine brought in his own staff. Because you know some coaches travel with their staff, bro. When you hire a coach, you really hire the staff. You see me, sir? I'm not sure if you can ask Vin Blaine and then keep the rest of them staff or whatever. And think about it, if they have a problem with the coaching staff, I don't think they'll accept the assistant if they don't want the coach.
How competent was the head coach in order for Emil to be making an assertion that the assistant coach would be competent?
That we don't even know his name.
No, I said assuming.
Yeah, but you making that assumption based on the competence of the head coach?
You can imagine.
I mean, this is what we have in it.
This is the problem. This is what we really have. But we that. What we want to talk about now, bro?
Somebody asked a question, and we can use that question if a segue. We'll go back up to the question.
Go on,
who do you think will captain the match while they find the squad? Because that they say they're going to try to find put up, right?
Yeah.
So I read your mind.
No, left that.
So I can't read your mind.
I said if I left that, Virgin.
I'm a boss. Before while Russia try sort out, Emma sort out. Hey man, how you feel 60, 70 minutes into the game today? What was going through your head?
A lot of pain, a lot of flashbacks. I'm just praying, oh my God, Pep, don't do this to me again. Don't let me lose faith in you again. Just get this one right for me. Just this one. He made the substitutions, and at the time, I was saying to myself, why take off Mars? I was happy with the Zinni coming on. I was happy with that. But why take off Mars? And I questioned it. I said, okay, let's see. And I see the first goal going. Then the second goal going. Beer tears in my eyes. I feel it now. And then Gundogan just put it over.
So wait, then winning the Premier League not get old to you now as a city.
No. It will never get old to me. I'm building my history. Joe Murray have to understand now. I was a Man City fan. I was a Man City fan in primary school. People used to tease me for that. Literally, I had friends who were Arsenal fans, Chelsea fans, United fans, even Tottenham fans at that time in primary school. And people say, Man City, what up? Tease me and say, oh, something, man. Look at me now.
So you say you don't work at this?
No, far from it.
That you try to take time to tell you I got the style. You know?
No. I have to because so we live in Jamaica. So when them see a Man City fan, automatically they will assume.
Respect you enough food and call you a work on this while I go still. Trust me, if we never tell you say you work on this, that year like from you come on. Where you come on in an Etihad shirt. Come on, per man streaming a Man City thing. Disrespect.
And Nike that is unofficial.
Calm down. So get the Puma one. So the Puma one just
Him thing, Lily.
You find the squad yet, boy?
Yeah, man, we have a squad, man.
Pull it up, no? Vin Blaine want to.
No, left it, bro.
As in, we now go cuss, but we can't read. Why you think so, Dr. Joyful?
And I want to tell you, say, sometime your brain go faster than our mouth.
My brain and my mouth work at the same speed.
We not see this.
No, we are say a black
screen. It was up a while ago. A black screen now.
People, some technical difficulties. Dr. Joyful, please tell us why you say what you say. All right, look like it's up no rush.
All right, up.
Yes, sir.
Right, so yeah, these are the squad for the friendly against Catalonia. On Wednesday it is, isn't it? And the first question someone asked, who is going to captain this squad? Wow, what a question. That's such a good question. Right now it kind of look like Flemo to me still.
I'm sick in the head, man. It have to be Dylan Barnes. What do you mean? There was Dylan Barnes, maybe Blair Terry.
Yeah, but so long. You think Blair Terry got a still in this like Flemo?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It have to be Dylan Barnes then.
Between Dylan or Flemo still. But now I go around there, bro. But no, like
Omar Hutchinson. The slap on the armband panda man the virgin. No problem with that.
Relax, man.
No problem with that.
We'll run through the squad real quick, bro. Get the people up to date and what go on, and then we're gonna break it down. What we like, what we don't like, what we should see.
There's a lot. There's some new names. I'm gonna pull up my Google real quick for Corey Adai. Never heard that name in my life, people.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try to pronounce him club either. I tell you that straight.
You can't read.
Read it some highlights. Look competent to them foot. No?
All right, so 24-year-old goalkeeper. Look. Player profile. Go and read through the squad now. When I look up the youth. Whoa, it's
right,
2 meters.
We have Dylan Barnes. Everybody knows Dylan Barnes. Ajani Talbot. Aberview. Joel Latibo there. Everybody's excited to see that one. Tariq Zimenez. Ready to see him again done in the colours. Jamal Tope, one of the next up centre backs for Jamaica. Kennery Campbell of Cavalier, Ricardo Thomas of Waterhouse. So that's the defenders right now. Going up the field, we have Jordan Cousins of Wigan Athletic. Omari Hutchinson of Arsenal, and I think this is the one that everyone is excited about. We are going to be talking about it some more. Ramon Howell of Waterhouse, Tariq McGee of Oipen, Cameron Lacey, Blair Tergat, Rolando Aarons, Junior Flemings, Okwesa Chung, Kahim Paris, Johnson Clark Harris, and Nico Brett. Bro, Nico Brett is a big call up too,
It's about time, especially considering the circumstances. I think I'm happy to see Nico Brett here under the circumstances. No, we see Kenry Campbell of Cavaliers, another defender. Another Cavaliers defender. All
right. One thing in our Jamaican squad is a Cavaliers defender.
One thing I could be in a Reggae Boyz squad is a Cavaliers defender. I promise you that. It's decided at this point. So there are way more local-based players than I thought.
That I expected too.
And I guess, I'm not sure if it's by choice or they didn't get called up. We don't have the information, but I don't see why a bit more of our English contingent couldn't have made the short trip over to Spain before coming to Jamaica for the Nations League. Like, I don't see why we couldn't have the likes of the Bobby Reed and Michael Antonio, so on and so forth, making this trip across. I thought those could have been included instead of the Jamal Tope.
You have to remember what Paula said, bro. You have to remember what Paula said, though. Remember, Paula said this is like a showcase to see what some of the other guys that we haven't seen it, what they have to offer to the squad and if they can make the squad. So I don't think Paula would want to waste, say, a Rasta spot and Michael Antonio or Bobby Reed. Some of the guys that he already knows what they offer. That's just a selection thing. This is like a trial. That's why I keep calling it like a little trial.
Well, I feel like Jamal Tope play more football for Jamaica than Michael Antonio. So I thought about see what people have. Like, we don't see enough for Jamal Tope already.
Yeah.
As I said, I'm not over the moon excited, but I'm not disappointed. There are some names in the squad that I'm happy to see. The likes of Rolando Aarons. I think that might be good if we treat him good. We still might have a shot at signing the cousin, which would be huge. You get me, sir? Blair Tergat, glad to see him in and around the program. I don't think he's good enough to make our Nations League team. However, he's a good squad player, role player. Another call up of Tariq Zimenez. Okay. Flemings, interesting. As I said, good shout. Happy to see him in this type of squad. Chris Achang, Kaim Paris, and Nico Brett finally. Clark Harris, somebody I'm excited to see for sure. So the back line, underwhelming. There's a lot of local-based players in that back line, unfortunately. But besides the back line, like you see where we did decide to extend our reach all over Europe and get some players in. So I'm not upset with this call-up. What do you think, James?
Yeah, I completely agree. I'm not, as you said, I'm not, over the moon. I'm not over the moon either. I'm more excited for specific individuals like the Karim Parises and the Rolando Aarons and even Blair Tergat. I know you don't really see him as much of a player, but I still see a little spark in him, and I would want him to be in that final squad for the Nations League.
You think so? We're gonna go for like how we do, we're gonna go for your final squad for the Nations League before this done.
Okay.
Because last week we'd have given ours and we want to hear your own. But yeah, and you speak about any more of the players?
Yeah, also Tariq McGee, we haven't seen him in a while. Let's see how he fits into this Paula system now. I think he'll get more bit more freedom to express himself going forward. Let's see how he stays as well in the pressing game and the coming back defensively. I know he's not his work rate somewhat low sometimes.
Yeah, and in Paul Hall's five at the back, let's see if he maintains a five, and let's see where Tariq McGee fits into that five. You know, and the incorporation of Omar Hutchinson should be very interesting. Um, it's an exciting fixture.
I
I'm
have a
happy.
point.
Partner.
I have a point. I want us to think about something. Remember, the surest part of a Jamaican team, 23-11, whatever it is. The surest part right now is our defense. We know our best defenders, isn't it?
Yeah.
So maybe Paul is saying, I know who I'm going to select as my defenders. I don't need to go and shop right now on defenders. What I want to see is midfielders and attackers. So maybe this is why we see a lot of Jamaican defenders going for the guys he already knows. Because here what we know say Apinak and Low and King, and we know who we're gonna get. We know who best defenders already. So this is not trials for defenders per se. The one defender he'll probably be looking at is say a Latibo there. Right? The attackers now is probably what Paul is excited or interested. We think about that, and maybe this is why we see a lot of Jamaican defenders in the squad. Because not necessarily looking out for them.
Or maybe or depth in defense is not that deep. Like when you think about it, you know, besides like we've heard about Mason Holgate. I know we have like Ben Johnson and Max Aaron, so on and so forth. Those are guys who would like to incorporate into the squad. And I think had those men been available, like he would have gone for players of that ilk. However, maybe there just aren't any defenders because Jamaica doesn't necessarily. One second. Sorry about that. Jamaica is not like say we have like this wide array of defenders internationally. We do have attackers and midfielders scattered all over the globe. But as it relates to central defenders and wing backs, it's a bit less plentiful than in other positions. So that's probably the reason. Probably there just isn't any European depth as it relates to defenders,
True. I want us to get you some comments real quick, bro, because we want the people to talk to us and they're talking to us. Actually, real quick. I am happy Paul are carrying some young players like your Arsenal boy and Latibo there. We're building a team. Right? And so the thing is now, you call say Omar Hutchinson for this. Bro, where you want to see Omar Hutchinson after this? Under 20 or you want to see him in the Nations League real quick?
You can't capitalize somebody. We are asking Mr. Bridging.
No, I'm not asking about captain Bridging. If a man come interested to play for Jamaica, why you, well, I guess you want cap time early, but I cap time for your mind. I talk about playing sake, not for cap time sake. Let's say he's a Jamaican player, bro.
This man, I think, I care about under 20. Under 20 is fine and all, but the whole point of the under 20 is for provide players good enough for play at the senior level. Like Saka now going play in the under 20 competition for England, bro. Them days they're done and dusted. Like you not do that no more. You get me? I say it's not gonna happen. I just strictly senior teams who are gonna play.
So this is straight into Nations League camp.
Of course.
If you can't make Arsenal bench still, I don't see why you can't make.
No, but who are the midfielders where we're gonna have him over? Like Devon Williams, like what we're talking about. What we're talking about. Ramon Howell, what we're talking about. You get me? I said, like, of course there's a spot for him. Of course there's a spot for him in our squad, without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt. And he's just, if you're talking about bring young players, whatever, he's at the same age as those young players. The Pearsons and them guys.
And ahead of them, so you
exactly.
Right.
So I have no interest in seeing him play for the under 20s. Like if you can play both competitions, then fine. But like he's not a player of his quality is not one of the international based players that I want to see in the under 20 squad. You get me? I try to say?
Yeah.
And Saka is the perfect.
Next one, making the world a better place. Give Hutchinson the ban. Simple. Sad to say Jamaica don't rate youths.
What did I say? What was my very first? Like, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Just give Hutchinson the captain after a match like this. Why not? Like who else? Who else ever wear the armband?
Yeah. All
Just
right.
say, just say
Eddie Guna,
a child
big up,
shall leave.
big up yourself, my friend. Long time now. See, season just done. Need rest before the Nations League. I'm assuming you mean the
The
Antonios and
players. Let them
let's say
stress
the
out.
great. Hey, bro, I'd love to see a
The-
Demar. Cause Demar girl look good still now. I'd love to see a Demar girl right now in some black, green, and gold enough. This would be the time,
Hmm.
Cause the
There's a
England call up
simulation.
now. Come this year for World Cup, you know what? Left it.
I
All right,
just stress that.
Wayne. The game is to look at players from Europe. I was looking to see a lot more Deshaun Bernard, Omar Richards, Cameron Archer, Kida Taylor Hart. And this is true. This is true. We're looking to see a lot
For
more of the English
sure.
players. The
For sure.
those
But
players. But
but then in addition, we have to keep in mind that maybe they were reached out to and they just aren't ready to commit yet. You get me? I
Mhm.
say, similar to the likes of Max Aaron, so on and so forth, who doesn't have interest in playing for Jamaica at this current juncture. So that
Yeah.
might be the situation. You get me? I say?
Hmm.
But yeah, so I think getting the likes of Latibodere and Hutchinson into the squad, Clark Harris, that's a step in the right direction. So and Rolando Adams, I'm appreciative of that, and I just hope to see more of the same. But I think from this, who do you think? Not I think from this. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you two guys a question. Who do you think from this is the players that make it into your Nations League team?
Nations League team, I'd say
Before even seeing the game.
Omar Hutchinson. Um, don't think we need any. Johnson Clark Harris might make it as
Mm.
let's say a replacement for Andre Gray. You see me?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, let's see what Latibody offer. He's what 23, 4. He's not too old, right? Somewhere around there. Let's see what him offer as a defender. He's one I'm looking out for. But other than that, I'm not. Oh, Dylan Barnes is going to be in the squad for sure.
Yeah, Latibodere born 2000, 22 years
2000.
old.
See,
Yeah, yeah.
so yeah. Now I'm not looking forward to much more than that.
So how
Why?
about Jordan Cousins?
Your YouTube update that, you know. Joel Latibodere is a Jamaican professional footballer, ain't it?
Yeah.
the man not even tired yet. But that's
Where
a
But
where
fresh
Rush,
one, isn't it?
yeah.
why I never mention Jordan Cousins? I think he would fit right into that Nations League squad as well.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
a midfield spot too.
Yo, I'm really, really, really excited to see this match, bro. Really curious
Yeah.
to see
Yeah.
what this
But
game
I true not, bro. And if they're better than what we have, then I don't care how many of them come.
for sure.
You see? So yeah. Email that just one name you have to add to my four.
Yeah, but yeah, just one name, right? Probably Kareem Paris could squeeze in, but
Oh, that's a name.
Kareem Paris could squeeze into the squad as well. But apart from that, nothing more to add to your list.
Who said this? I might have a question for one away. I'm not sure who said it. So who you think Flemo is so you think Flemo is better than Tergat? I'm not sure which one of us said that Flemo is better than Tergat. But they're the same level of player to me, to be honest.
Hey, bro, shit, take the word out of my mouth, bro. I think Blair Turcott and Junior Flem is the same thing, bro. We just there wait to see for me alone there, I said. Yeah, I don't think one
No,
is more
I
better.
will give Flemmer the benefit of the doubt. Just
You give Flemo that?
yeah, just his aggression, his work rate. I'll give
And,
Flemmer the edge.
and Flemo is currently playing in a better league than him, you know?
That as well.
Yeah, Flemo is playing the top 5 league,
Yeah.
innit? That's some big stripes to his
Oh,
name. Yeah, I don't see much difference between the two, between Junior Fleming and
real quick. Wayne Swire. I'm
which
not confident in the back line.
backline. This backline or that Jamaica's backline generally? Which one?
This line is nothing. This back line is nothing to be confident about. So I'm assuming he's talking about the
Yeah,
Jamaica back line overall.
like what we say the starting backline, if you use a 5.
Topi.
Albert, Latibodere and Topi,
Yeah.
Jimenez and Thomas.
Yeah.
Or going with a back 4.
Well, I
That sound
guess
like
it have to be a back 4 because I'm only called 6 defenders. So it have to be a back 4, me assume it can be a back 5 and you only call 6 defenders. So if it's a back 4, Latibodere and Topi, Jimenez and Thomas. Talbot as an understudy.
Yeah.
Or we might see Kenroy Campbell and Latibodere because he's a Cavaliers defender after all.
I tell you,
So
but you can't left. You
Oh
can't left.
boy.
that might
Remember,
be
we get
something
2 weeks, bro. Remember, we get 2 weeks, I want to hear nothing,
drama 3 weeks.
And imagine we just going at this now. I would just say, Campbell and Topi play all at 90.
No. Imagine you're just going on this and see some players that weren't even listed on the team sheet from Cavaliers jumping on the squad.
What
That's
give me
a
a deal?
strong possibility.
I say interesting comment, bro. What we talk about this, look. This is one that really like. Actually, thanks for the comment, bro. Defense 5 out of 10. Midfield 9 out of 10. Attack 7 out of 10. He's rating the squad, bro. This is a nice comment. How we like him ratings?
Show the green screen and try to consume me, dog. Judge of youth. But yeah, based on the circumstances, I don't know enough about the team as a whole to like be making ratings. But as it relates to the selection, bro, as I said, I'm not mad at how we went about selecting the team. You know, I'm happy that we just never see them bring like this whole big contingency of sorry people. Sorry, I'm trying to talk. I'm happy that we never just doing this whole what are local based players, you know, because I was kind of expecting that in a way. You know, we did reach out to some players and we get in some new faces, some dual nationals, which is important for right now and the future, and they're young players as well. So overall team selection, I'm happy with what Paul has done. I think he's going in the right direction. But as for the ratings, I don't have enough information to make such ratings. You understand?
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna rock with you on that. After the game, though, I feel like we can do a better. We can break down the game. We're gonna have more insight on Paul also after this game. We will have more insight on a lot of these players, and we can rate the squad a bit better. So I don't want to be unfair and rate it too high or low. Yes, Emil.
Yeah, that'd be too early to be rating the team right now. Let's see how they play first before we get into the rating.
All right.
But apart from that, I'm content with the squad. Let's wait and see.
Not bad. Chile. Omar Hutchinson, Joel Latibodere, Johnson Clark, and if a new goalkeeper perform good, him and Cousin. That's not bad. That's not bad. To me, I guess he's talking to make it into the Nations League. Squad.
Yeah.
To the camp, we'll probably say a bit more of that, to be honest. Bit more than that 4 or 5. Probably say a Tyke McGee.
And Rush, though I've been a champion for Amal Knight. Unfortunately, Amal Knight plays his trade in the Jamaican Premier League. And I can't be, as Jamaican people say, a two-sided cutlass. Yeah. So this goalkeeper is 6'6". You know, that's about all I know of him. So I'll be curious to see how he plays against formidable opposition in Catalonia. Yeah. So it's 1 second. Maybe I try to bring him up back on my phone. So I'm excited to see how he fares. I think adding a new goalkeeper as the third goalkeeper might be something important. He's also 24 years old, so he's in and around the team for the next cycle. So very, 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 very curious to see how he plays. But
yeah, we've been championing Amal Knight, bro, on this YouTube too, and our channel and other channels too, and up against strong opposition, people pushing back. But people, if someone is presented better, we go for better. Just think Amal Knight is just the best at the moment. If this guy comes and is 24 and is on the level of or better than Amal Knight, then I'm going for this guy now. And I think we'll see him for at least 45. So let's see. And I think Paul brought 2 keepers for a reason. No reason to bring 3 keepers. Right? I think Dylan Boyz will play at 30 and he'll play at 45, he'll play at 45. So yeah.
That's what it should be.
I mean, from the little that I've seen of Corridor, it seems to be the type of goalkeeper that Paula is looking for. He's good with
Can
his
play with the
feet.
ball.
Yeah, he's good with his feet based on what I've seen. Little that I've seen so far of
Well,
him.
he's only played 4 games this season, so not
Yeah,
presuming he's a backup goalkeeper, but in the Danish first division, which is not a bad league, you know, so there has to be quality to it.
yeah.
There has to be quality to it. You get me? I said. So just curious to see. I still think we're weak at the goalkeeping position. I still don't think any of these men will walk in Andre Blake's shoes. However, curious to see what he adds, you know? Because in order for come take Andre Blake game, you have to play first team football at least championship level. Because
Yeah.
let's face it, Andre Blake's a championship level goalkeeper
Yeah.
at the end of the day. So I don't think any of these men threaten Andre Blake. However, you can't know like a goalkeeper in 2 years, things can change at the snap of a finger. And you get a good contract and you play consistent football. So
That's true.
curious
Just
to see.
look at the American situation.
Look at the American
Yeah,
situation. Exactly.
All right, the next one. First responder. Going back for Flemo. That's a sore in the team. Shake my head.
I wouldn't I wouldn't necessarily say we're going back for Flemo. Like I don't think Flemo went anywhere. Like I just think Flemo, like we have like say 23 players who are good for the team. Flemo is in the 30-ish, 35-ish region. So Flemo is still there. Like Flemo don't go nowhere. But I just don't think Flemo is good enough to make it into the first 23 at the moment. But in a situation like this where the majority of our players won't be available, Judah Fleming has a rightful spot in the Jamaican second team. Don't you think so?
And I think he'll make a camp. I think he'll make the camp.
It
But the camp will,
depends on how
the
much
camp,
we are.
yeah, but I don't think the camp will be at 23. Camp might be at 25 or 30.
They might just bring 23.
Um,
And then,
true. I remember saying right now, we're not the
and,
World Cup money, you know, boy.
yeah, and 23, and probably some local based players to fill it up,
Yeah.
which I wouldn't be mad at. I personally would not be mad at that if you bring your 23 and then you want to fill out your camp, you interject local based players. I wouldn't be mad at that. But I don't think there should be merit spots in our match day 23 or in the 23 that register for the Nations League just because they're local based players. That is madness in my opinion.
Yeah. Wayne Swire is just saying we're not going to see Maggie in the Nations League. It's Ravel, DJ, Speedy, and a CDM. No more as a question, bro. You think we'll see back DJ? And do we want to see DJ back in the fold?
Where's the aims?
a tough one. I mean, you know the problems that DJ and Rebel have. I'm not sure how they would fit into that squad. Maybe Parral could mend the tension between them, possibly. Not sure, but he's a good player. He's a good player. I'd want to see him in the squad, but right now, looking at it, I don't think he would be in that squad.
DJ Ravel had problems?
I mean, I would assume so. It look like them have
Them
some
argue
tension
enough, but
between them.
them look alright. Them argue enough, but
I thought DJ and Ravel were the tightest in the squad.
yeah. But
That's
them
not
argue on the field, and then them hug up on the field, and then them argue on the field, and then them hug up on the field. But that just look like best friends to me. Like me and Joe Morris say some of the worst things, but some of the best things to each other.
yeah. So
It give me one of them.
if a news year break, then that would be
No,
news.
not news. No.
Oh yes, I don't know of any issues.
This is that sports TV, no, bro.
No.
I don't know of any issues between Ravel and DJ. People, if you guys know of any issues between Ravel and DJ, let us know. That would be new to me. As it relates to DJ being back in the squad, though, do you think it's wise to part ways with Daniel Johnson? It might be. in his age, I don't think he's as good as Ravel.
Yeah.
You get what I say? And I think based on the system that Waha was trying to be honest, it's weird. People, what you think? I think Daniel Johnson could be in the team. I think he's definitely a top midfield. I think he's better than Devon Williams for sure.
Yeah, that I would made a go with it.
But
If it was a DJ or Speedy, it was a DJ. You get me? I say, but do we need
Yeah.
that Speedy sidewaysness?
and we have
When,
like Omar Hutchinson, where we can
yeah.
interchange.
But you see, we need a
Brother,
bit of
Omar
Speedy.
Hutchinson to work.
Mm.
You would rather get Hutchinson to work than DJ or Speedy.
Yeah, no, me don't want to see that, yes. Especially with a back three.
For sure.
I don't want to see that, yes. But maybe a Kevin Stewart can slip in. So maybe a Kevin Stewart take that
Kevin Stewart's still there. Kevin
Speedy.
Stewart's still there. So when did say a while ago, Speedy, DJ, Ravel, and a CDM. I would say the CDM being
So Kevin Stewart for the CDM.
Stewart, Ravel, and then Hutchinson, and then we look for that fourth spot there, whether it be DJ or Speedy or Lemon Walker. I don't know. You get me? I say somebody younger for bridge the gap. Because I also think about the future as well. You
Bro,
get
you
me? I
know
say?
more somebody else let me down now, bro. I feel like more somebody else let me down now. I feel like we can't go with that Omar Hutchinson and our cousins, bro. Damn it. Just give me something else now, Bridget. Like, me don't want to cause speed no more. You feel me? You get? Like, I dare somebody with it, dog. Like, me don't want... I feel like Speedy would have been a good bench player for Jamaica. You don't feel like Speedy would have filled out the 18, bro, the 23?
It depends on who is there, who is available.
You don't feel like we are better than Speedy right now as we speak?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought we'll fill out the 23, maybe.
Oh, yeah, I said not to make the 23.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he can fill out 23, but I don't think
a-
Devon Williams should be a starter on our team.
What a cruel guy.
Yo, I remember being at the stadium and then somebody said to me, yo, man said, yo, come here. I said, what is man ever said to me? Man said, you know, say talk, what heap of sense youth? And then I said, all right, cool. Man I said, but like we talk about speed, you know. Yeah, like the man I say, yo, let go of a speedy name, you see me?
I lie.
So Devon Williams have a lot of respect within the football fraternity of Jamaica.
People, I don't want to rush my co-host, Bridget. People, I don't want to say we are rude, we are normal people. But don't want to feel like when they can attack us, we're just giving our opinions just like you guys.
Just like
Some people you enjoy watching, we just don't enjoy watching. That's just the best way I can put it. But don't attack us on the road.
And then tell us that Devon Williams is one of those people that I just don't believe is very productive on the football field.
Let's say we don't enjoy watching. I feel like that's the best way we can put
Let's
it.
choose our words very carefully.
Yeah, brother, imagine the man come grab you up and say, yo, cause look how the man call him, call he got staring to you know.
Yeah,
like,
but
you know what to expect right now.
No, but you see, because me still the way me still get me, I say, bro, I go same way, you see me, but cross me on them. I say, yo, what you say, you see me? And the man I say, yo, you know, say you talk what heap of sense.
Yeah, so it's a good road.
I say, let me stick just the tone where you say it with no. I say, yo, if you compliment me, you have to address me better than that still, you know? Yeah. And then he said, but I said, see, you know, the box in the face ready for come now.
Yeah.
But I'm still there, I watch, bro, and the man said, but like how you deal with Speedy. I said, to be honest, no, with all the respect, sir. So it's not my cup of tea, you know. We just not really like, we just not really feel him help the team. And I said, you really believe that? But the man a baller, I say, yo. that is it, me come. I'm not really afraid of nobody seeing me.
Actually, say for the pool. Yeah, Speedy for the pool. I agree with that.
Exactly.
Owen. We need more in that position now. Speedy don't offer much resistance at CDM. I don't think he offer. any resistance at
Yeah,
CDM.
because first and foremost, Devon Williams is not a defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
Let's just put that out there. So
Not no
we've been trying that square peg situation. You know, square peg in round hole or round peg in
Yeah.
square hole, whatever. However, that however the terminology goes, right? We've been trying that with Devon Williams at that position, and it's not been working. So not only does he not provide any resistance, but as an eight, which I think is his best position, he still does not provide the technical ability that we need to link up play efficiently.
Mm-hmm.
So him don't provide no resistance at the CDM, which is the position that we're forcing him to play. And when he plays the eight, and keep in mind, when he play the eight, you know what we do? Pull Ravel to the six. We pull a 10 to the six.
Yeah.
To push him up to the eight. And we say, all right, you're more natural there because Ravel is just simply better and more versatile and he has everything on the football field. Right? So we pull Ravel to the six, we push him to the eight, and we still don't get enough. We don't get enough. We don't get forward passes. We don't get progressive play. We don't get good vision. We only get backward passes and if we're lucky sometimes to the side. Right? Every single time, Devon Williams turn with the ball when he receive the ball from a defender or receive it from a player on the wide person that they're wing back or a wide midfielder, and then get it and then turn him body facing the opposition's goal. We are like, oh, well done. Like that coming like the best thing since sliced bread when Speedy make a good half turn. And that should be the case, bro. That should be something that we should take for granted.
Yeah.
And as Jamaican footballers, we cannot take our central midfielder making a good turn and forward pass for granted. Is that how deprived we are at that position? So we can't just do a turn. We can't take that for granted.
It's not even that position, it's just from that player. That player hasn't shown it enough. Because when Ravel Morrison turned, we don't say, oh wow. When Ravel Morrison turned, we say, mad. See, pause there. All right, we forget saying just make a half turn.
Exactly.
But when Speedy turn, in fact, when Speedy get the ball, we have to turn.
Turn. And by that time, it's already too late. Because if we on the sidelines as a turn, it's already too late. So I don't think I'm going to just pass it back. I'm just a rub mate. It's a rub mate.
What else you can do? All right. Wayne Sawyer, I would like to see CDM Stewart, CMDJ, Cam Ravel as a 3. With a back 3, I think we'd have to go 2 out of those 3. We could do a 3 still. Could do a 5-3-2. Could do a 5-3-2 with that. But personally, I would pick 2 out of that 3. Emil, what you say? Him say he would have go for Stewart at the CDM. At the CM, he would have go Daniel Johnson, and at the cam, he would have go Ravel Morrison.
And that's very attacking. I mean, if you're going with that, it depends on the opposition, really. And to me, that is a very attacking midfield right there. You might be opening up yourself to a lot of gap stars. Those are forward-thinking players. Probably, we've seen that Ravel is a bit more disciplined and he can shot back, can come back and play some defense. But I think with that midfield, there's a lot of gaps that can be exposed right there. You know?
I think Paul wants a midfield presence, but I'm not sure that Paul wants this. Like Paul wants to play to his midfield this much, and that's why he goes for a back 3. And I also think that Paul realizes that we don't really have a strong central defensive midfield presence, which is also why Paul, if you realize, bro, in the games, where Paul do, you start with a back 3, and when we're defending, it's a back 5. But a lot of the times when we do have the ball, if you realize, Richard King steps up into the midfield.
Yeah.
And Richard King almost turns into a CDM. And I think that is because Paul realizes that Jamaica don't really have a CDM. So here what? I will make shift one of our defenders that can pass the ball very well, that is quick and agile and can get back into the back line as a CDM. So maybe that is a thing to why Paula isn't really trying to go for three midfielders or three central midfielders because none of them really offer a strong midfield presence. You see, if we had a strong midfield presence with one of those guys, it would be good. And maybe if we had a strong midfield presence, we could go 4-4-2 or 4-2-3-1, or we could have play a little bit better. But without a strong midfield presence, I feel like a back three or a back five is best for Jamaica. And we've been calling for that since last year, me and Joe Mara on this channel. Because we didn't know so we never have the midfield from morning. Our best players are around the back. We didn't know that. So I don't know if we could if this we see a midfield three off. And correct me if I'm wrong, but think we see Speedy, DJ, and Ravel already, right? We've seen that.
Yeah.
We've seen that.
Yeah.
I wasn't very excited when I saw that. And even when we see that, we did try to go over them still. So I can't even really say that. Let's see against a weaker opponent. Let's see if we could have go with a midfield three like that, no? But against a Mexico, we don't want to see. That means we not going to back to the same way.
Yo, I can't wait. I can't wait for the Nations League team. Nations League team get called up.
Soon.
All right.
In fact, that should be this week, bro.
The Nations League team.
So.
Yeah, it
If
should
you
be.
think about it, June is next week, you know.
And we're playing June 4th, innit?
Yeah, I don't see why we don't know the team yet.
Which is why I heard Eddie Guna say oh, the players need rest before the Nations League. Like, it's the Nations League now. Right? The players can get rest after the Nations League. Like, it's literally the Nations League right now.
We're playing less than 2 weeks, bro. We're playing 13 days.
So it's not we need rest. The Nations League. The Nations League is just like, oh yeah, we'll have a match next weekend. Just like in the Premier League, like Mikel Antonio and West Ham. It's as though the season would have gone 2 more weeks. That's it. So I don't think after. Yeah, it's not the time to rest before the Nations League. I really think the players in England should have traveled to Spain and then everybody just travel back to Jamaica together. You get me? I said that's what should have happened.
People, make sure you not like the stream. Make sure if you're not subscribed to the channel already, hit the subscribe button. Easy it. Run through some more of these comments. Owen say, time to move on from Speedy. Yeah, I'm not mad at that comment. Kai should be after the friendly. Yeah, the squad definitely is going to be jumped after the friendly, but I'm saying it. We should have known the squad already.
Yeah.
All right. Where man say, Speedy is good at attacking or defending. What a question. I feel like that question is rocking my brain while ago, bro. No, big man thing.
Guys, careful. No. Before they say anything, careful.
Facts.
Whenever you hear something it just goes and shake, brother.
Good at attacking or defending. Neither.
Wow.
Speedy is.
No, I feel like he more. Where I want to say, what is he best at?
Yo,
as you say, professional footballer.
No, it's so weird. Remember, you know, sideways and back, you know. That's the man nickname, you know. So the man no good neither go forward nor go back, you know. He neither good as a defender nor good as an attacking player. Yo,
yes, Speedy one thing Speedy don't do, Speedy don't really lose the ball.
Yeah.
I can't say that.
It's very safe. I mean, when you play that safe, you're not going to lose the ball.
Yeah. Well, I forgive that. Speedy not going to lose the ball. You
what?
All right.
Jamaica tool up. I forgive it.
Right. But Jamaica tool up. I can see where I put on a Speedy and say, Speedy, just pass around the ball. You get me? I say, don't lose it. But for start a game and go win. All right. Visionary Allen, here we are going, bro. You say you're just tuning in, but you want to call in and ask a question?
What do you mean?
All right. So the link is pinned in the comment section. Look up at the top. You see that blue bar? Click that
again, no? Make it easy for him. Because what the interaction?
There, man. They're right in the comment section, right? So, right at the top. You see me? It's there over all of them. It's blue. Click it.
Click the link and come and you have to verify. You have to verify that you are who you say you are.
Yeah, so turn on your camera in the backstage and then what are they? Once you do that. Talk to us. What's the question? All right. Giovanni, please. If we get less than 6 from Catalonia,
I don't I
kind of
don't think
away.
it's going to be that bad.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be that bad. All right, Rush.
Visionary Allen there. Here we go. I'm gonna take down this and we're gonna hold a reason. Greetings,
Yo,
boss.
sir.
Yeah, man.
Listen.
You want to take this big up yourself.
Yeah.
All right. I came on to the live, but I start from the beginning. Come always there, so I can know what was what. Somebody rush me to ask you a question. Based on the initial part, not now with Reggae Boyz, but it was before.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody want pertaining to the Reggae Girlz.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so I reach down here, so that's why I'm asking them. I can call in and ask a quick question, then I can go
Yeah,
back.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
man.
A reason, man.
All right. So my thing is, I don't hear anybody. Most of the things that I've been hearing in relation to Vin Blaine and whatever, I don't really hear anyone looking on the giving another perspective. For instance, whether or not if I say, all right, look at Manu, perfect example. Them sack the coach him because the coach him not perform. In this guy case, he's performing, or even if he's not performing, he's getting the result. All right.
Right.
Thus far, we can say, all right, you're performing, you're getting the result. That's what we need. That those are things that and so any other issue pertaining to match schedule or whatever, those are things that can be done if it's not being done, right? But on the field, you're getting the result. Letter right, whatever. Let's say coach not perform, him feel away naturally, him resign.
Right.
No, tell me, if a new coach come in, let's say a coach who is organized and all of that, but not getting the result, which one is better?
No, obviously it's better to get the results, but remember, bro, while we were getting the results, we were playing teams that we were supposed to beat. In fact, that first window, we underperformed in that first window, even though we won those games by our 4 goals and 3 goals and stuff like that. We underperformed. Second window, when we score all those goals, we were supposed to beat those teams and we were supposed to score those goals. But if you look at the football that Jamaica played over those 2 windows, it was not great. We were just always bigger, faster, and stronger than the girls. So we just take 5 shots and then score. At a point, the ball going at the goal. If you really watch the games, we weren't playing great. The style of play was not good. So Joe Mara and I always had this concern. In fact, we spoke to even some of the girls on and off here, and they expressed the same problem. When we get to Mexico, when we get to the USA and the Canadas, we don't think we can play with them this way. Trust me, bro. We talk to the girls. You get me, I say? And we have, this opinion too, from even watching the previous 2 windows, where I said, bro, we can't play Canada like this. Like, if we play Canada like this, we get 6. You see how we play in the stadium and drop 3 or 4 or 5? You see, if we play Mexico like that, we get 3, 4, or 5. And this is the thing that we have to remember, bro. And it's the same thing with the Reggae Boyz. We can't get carried away by playing some of the smaller teams because we are way better than them. We are ranked 4th and 5th in CONCACAF. That's what we do. We're supposed to beat them 9 and 10 and all those numbers. You see me? So to address that, yes. But if them fire him now, to your second part of the question, if them fire the man now, this is where it get murky. You have to, the thing is, you see, if them get back the previous head coach that had some success with the girls already, the girls love him, I think we'll have some success again. But for a random man now, for start over a new system, and that's where we're going to catch trouble in a bridge.
The problem.
Because if you don't feel now,
I would prefer if we start something. If the ladies have this concern and whatever about not being organized and them something there, the fact that we are winning, and as much as all right, let's look at the Reggae Boyz. Some of the matches we lost. Well, most of them we lost. But then from those matches that we lost, we could look and say, oh, say at some intervals in the match, we see the man them put some plays and whatever. And I will see a pattern of player coming, even though we lost. And then for instance, will come on and say, we lost, but at some point we see the man them play good. And that's something to work off of. With the Reggae Girlz, we should have beat those sides that we won against. But you can see how they played out at the back. The coach, even the keeper that everyone was expecting to play him said no, we want this other person to play. So he made some decisions and you see them work. You get me?
I agree with you. We're taking steps. We're getting better. And I didn't want Vin Blaine to leave. I personally didn't want because that was the thing. If it wasn't going to be the coach that we already had, it's going to be hard. Because the first window was subpar. Then the next game was good. Then the game after that was better. So I'm saying, all right, if we're going to the next window, we should be taking another step up. Let's hope we hit top. So
and then
I agree with you.
When we play Dam Rep now, which we're getting better and better, we play Dam Rep, we dominated them. I'm like, all right, it's up now, go on here, so. So I was excited to say, we're doing something good, and then all of this come out. I'm like, come on, man. You could have wait until, let's say we lose, then you can always write the letter and say, I think we lost because these things were not happening and work. You get me? I think that would have been a better approach than to say, winning, have a momentum, everybody gather around, So I just think that was kind of distasteful. I never like it.
Yeah.
So we are gonna see a new coach coming in. I've got know the players, know how to interact with them and all them something. It'll be a next learning process. So.
Yeah, understood and fair. Thank you for calling, bro. We have another person calling in right now trying to get their opinion. So big up, brother. Bless up. You sound like you know what you're talking.
Next week again, same place, same time.
All right.
Respect. Yeah. Man, so like him knowing football, so good talk. Another one. Good night, my G.
Listen.
Yeah. We have to add to the show.
Respect, can I hear me?
Yeah, man. 100%.
Yeah, man. We're not talking about the Catalonia. Basically, pick up team there. We are used to play against.
Yeah.
But been and a couple of other shows, right? And hearing from the squad job. And may I read some of the comments them and I hear some of the person on the panel. Down to the blind people them can say, this match is just a match for the coach. Look on some other player, give some other player a final run. To see who really worth a spot in the Nations League squad. Because obviously the rest of them would have seen them already. The King, them, the Lewis, them. As a matter of fact, the backline, we already know the backline. We already know the backline, unless some of them man decide to them now come, which is we know the Pinox, the Lewis, the Kings. We all understand. We already know the backline already. Yeah. So me feel say I really really want to see some other player who never really get a good look pan. And some new players to see how well them work with theme style of play, and so who really fit and who worth a spot in the team. Because I already know some of the money we are coming already, especially the midfield. We know the Ravels already, and so we know the players already. Unless as me say, some of the persons them where my car probably decides alright, then them want take them rest or whatever. But we already know the main people them already. Now as to the formation now, team I love the formation that Paul play. It kind of give you more. I don't know if you realize the players them now use up the width of the field and decide to the formation are the best formation to kind of use up the width. I would normally use up the width of the field. So when you even feel like say boy, you know, so that 3-5-5 what 3-5
Yeah,
2 formation
3-5-2.
or
Yeah.
5-3-2 formation. You know where you take it, it give the team more width.
For
You see
sure.
me?
Yeah, man.
But you see at the midfield, me have a problem, me have a serious problem. Me I watch from parallel start with that system, me I watch the games them and the midfield loose bad. Loose brother. If you book a team like what we say I mean in Canada, me not gonna say everything in we go on in Canada because you know I'm mostly young. The players will never really play in that type of way that they really play basically. You could have see the experience him name Gregory. You could have say Gregory was the only man out there really look like him kinda with a call now. Acclimatized to that way that they basically kinda
I never
because
said that.
him had the whole and they look like him a run man, him a move man, him a move. When
Well,
me
them
watch him
damn move.
when me watch a match then brother, if I never feel him brother with a hand about 7. Cause the amount of time I see the man have to come central, come out, block
I
some
never
shots
come
and do
check.
some
Remember, say him them start him a centre back. I never come central. He was playing centre
yeah.
back.
He makes some black, yes, but trust me,
It makes up
he do
But
some
good
three,
blocks.
things, Midget.
Yeah,
but two goal
we're not saying
contributed.
there, but in terms of the other players over there on the field, based on what me see, he move like he more used to that way than the rest of them. The rest of
Yeah.
man them a move slow, the ball come like he
I
never
agree.
move.
I
The
agree.
I'm the only man them see the way look like say, you know, he look like him really a move. Even some players them know say fast, them look slow. The Canadians were like quicker to all of the second balls them. It's like them fast now by miles out. And I know say one on one, them not that faster than we. But them in a different way, there would be a different thing. But you know. So the midfield basically if you book a fast playing team who can move the ball, who can control the middle, we are getting a problem with that formation. We are getting a problem with that formation. A couple times, well, me see we are play against Costa Rica. I see the man them walk the middle a couple times well. The Costa Rica match will lose 1-0. The man them
Yeah,
walk
man.
the middle. So if we not have a good CDM in the midfield area there, so we can break out the players them. It not work. Right now a makeshift man we have Speedy a play. Speedy a makeshift man. I mean the thing Speedy he has improved still now. We can't doubt that you know. But with still the things that him are the man, he just not fit this brother. None at all. So
Yeah.
if we not get a good CDM, we are gonna have problem with the teams that will move the ball fast. Right? We see the progression of the team still, and we see them a try. We see the aim, or them a try and move. So it's kind of good, you see me. But as I said, the midfield, the defensive part, to protect the back line, are gonna need to show up. But things like King still, for me, we never me alone see, but King look like him, but can make a good CDM if you know. Him can pass, him can intercept, and him have the legs. So, you know, I think him can make one. I don't know. I think he would have better than Hector at the CDM role to me still. To me. Yes, I will say. But
Fair.
yeah, but we see what Paula really do. We see what Paula really do. Still, I never get some young players to kind of build for based on what Messi so far. We can see a long-term team, we can see a short-term team. We might try getting some players, you know, or what look on some players that can give you some for the short term, and them still a try look on some other players that can go long-term for it. So you know, it's kind
Yeah.
of good so far.
Yeah,
But the
man.
midfield need for sure. Them two, my Ravel and Speedy alone at the middle there. So once of the book team we are move, we can control the middle. We got problem no matter how we are playing and move the ball. I will move the ball too slow to brother. We still are playing too slow. But then if I true Ravel no really have somebody else where can read the game and can move the ball like him, make him have to just pick him pass properly and try route. But Ravel always a drop too deep. So by the time Ravel if he come down, like him must have play CDM if he dictate the pace of the game. And then if I achieve now the body is beside him for move the ball a little faster and just have to pick him past them properly. For not for just not waste the ball then basically.
Yeah, man.
Maybe
Ravel, but I think them deliberately have Ravel play the 6. I think them deliberately have Ravel play deeper.
but we not
We'd
nobody
love
else
to
them
not
move
have
the
that.
ball, brother.
Yeah, we'd love to not have Ravel do that, but we feel like Paul realized that we midfield are probably the weakest part of our team. And so what I'm trying to do is like for make a style of play, like compensate for that. So I'm got 3 back with Richard King and step up in at the midfield again because we do have a strong midfield. And then have our best ball player drop off again because we do have a strong midfield. You get me? I said, so instead of trying to get that player to do both things, him trying to just make the style of play, like make up for that. You get me? I say, bro? Because we now
Yeah,
have the
cause
player.
sometimes I say yeah. Sometimes I say King kinda hold that defensive role some of the time, especially when the team push up. Him kinda step up another defense, him another CDM role.
Yeah,
But you know,
yeah.
when you really want to see Ravella play this, I know say him can play the 8 good, but when I really want to see my job so deep, but when I look upon it, it really have your job deep. Because when I think Speedy really can't. I
How
swear,
am I
brother,
get the ball? As
brother,
Owen say, how am I get it?
if nah get the ball, the man always have to drop back forget the ball. I don't know. But the team really need that ball playing CDM the way can start the play. Cause you know CDM's really control the line there and start the play, right? Depends on
Yeah.
how quick the CDM move the ball around and how technical him be. We know how the midfielder go play. And we have good defense. You don't need to worry about the defense, but because of the defensive midfielder them we have, the makeshift one we have, it have put too much pressure upon defense. You see me? And I don't know, but Javi and Brown since of lately, boy, I don't know how I'm a team, but boy,
Lately he's not been his best.
yeah, I don't know if story come to Bob now, but boy, even the last match we play against El Salvador, boy, the squares were putting were atrocious. It's like, boy, I don't know.
If I'm not mistaken, he got an assist in that match, innit? Oh no, it was the match before.
Was the match before?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know, but the
That match
squares
he
them.
come off at. He come off at. No wait, the Canada match him come off at halftime, and the next match him never played. And Map still played the whole game.
Yeah. Maps played a game there. But if we can get them ball, but see the EM still if we can get them ball in the penalty
No,
area.
man. No, bro. Remember we see Mariapa whipping and Javin Brown whipping and Greg Lee try. So imagine a Mikel and Tony and Shimon Nichols in there.
Yeah, me I say man, if we got them square the way I come in consistently, me I tell you, a problem for side.
I
now.
Jamaica, based on how we play and the talent we have, we really do need to utilize these overlapping wing backs, which is why I make a short for people not gonna like it, but Kemal Lawrence. Because of the talent that we have in our forward line, I don't think we have any better deliverer of the ball than Kemal Lawrence in the Jamaican team. Not one person can do it like him. Not one. From the wing back position. Nobody. So
Kemal drop offs to me still.
Yeah, I agree. He's not the same guy that he used to be. But we talk about when we have Shemar Nicholson and Michael Antonio up top. Like, who can get the ball on a player's head on this national team from the wing back position like Kemar Lawrence? Not Greg Lee, not Javian, bro. Like, we don't have anybody who can deliver it like Kemar Lawrence. We don't have anybody.
One thing we know though right now, Greg Lee are the best left back we have right now. But I know I don't know what the other man left foot, but boy, I mean, him fit, man.
Yeah, Greg is very powerful. That's true. Greg is very strong and powerful.
Yeah, man, him fit,
but technically, I still think we're lacking with Gregory. I still think we can do better technically based on the system how Paul Hall want to play. But at this point, I would give Gregory the edge.
Well, no, weak point still we need right to know right backs and CDMs and left back, another good left back, 2 solid right back and CDM. I think we have a lot of attacking midfielders where really can move the ball.
Yeah.
Even though a lot of personal rate the young you them like Walker them, I think them can move the ball, as attackers still, And if them get somebody who for play around they can move it to them, then we improve, they will get better. So attacking midfielders are our problem. When you think we have problem in that area, there. And right now, if the youth they really come play for him, it would have be an excellent addition to the team. They look a young youth from Arsenal.
Yeah, man, that's what
That's
somebody said.
yeah,
Um,
man.
if we can have those guys like in our team, I really do think it can help. Both Latibo there and Hutchinson for sure.
Well, let's hope Hutchinson decides to come play for fully because as far as I'm concerned, no one based on me here, look like things fully on board at 100%.
Well, this is just
So
an unofficial match and all the matter in
yeah,
the big
yeah,
scheme of things,
yeah,
So that's why we need to call him for the Nations League and make
for
sure
real.
we play that guy.
Yeah. We need to keep them from early and get them in from early. And those hope say the under 20, the team about the guys about them are calling, all them can still monitor them to see who make it over the period of time we can matriculate in the senior team. Cause every other team in the world are do it, For under
Mm-hmm.
15, the players, couple players are matriculate and are going to the under 17 to the under 20 to the senior team. I just Jamaica alone, me see every time I under 20 come on, I just that time I really see them I try that time. But then if I choose YouTubers like on yourself and Reggae Boy commentary and
Yeah.
coaches this and Ryan LFC them come out and kind of shed a little light and pick up on some of the foolishness where them are going and people are get to voice them concerns and over the media. So them I realize that people have a voice for they can speak up, make them really have to make the changes. And I just hope say that this under 20 year, I want them learn from it and do better because the under 17 are come up now so. So me I
Mm-hmm.
hope them can start prepare for now and start getting the under 17 youths them and how they want camp the best we have out here and go and keep them together until
Yeah.
the additions can come. Cause we know now because them eyes make it look like some boy. We always like you always get a news late.
Yeah.
Them always make it look like they might get the news late, like they don't know when competition are gonna go on and when. Cause the under 20 team, the best we ever supposed to pick already, and we have them together already long time, And just look for the addition to come for kind of see vote to see who really fit in from who not fit in. Who better than who the best we have and you understand? It should have
Yeah,
done a long
man.
time. So I just hope this is a step in the right direction for them really, for them
For
really
sure.
step up the thing and monitor them under 20 players and just watch who can matriculate to the senior team and keep them. And only if you have a system I play right through to brother. And it make no sense the under 20 I play one system and then they reach the senior team. It's a different system again. So it's like you learn a new system all over. It's like you're not, every other country, them have a system right through for them all them youth teams. Where the youth them will come up to under 15, under 17, under 20, or one system. So them reach the senior team at the same system, not no new. So if a youth even go say we have a under 15 team, right? We play the same as the senior team. If a youth even get a bus figure one of them academy in England, right? And him go there and him make one of them big team in England. Then hard for him come back and play because him know the system already. Even though him left from under 15, him knows the same system in the senior team. So whenever him even get called back for the under 17 at the same system, under 20 at the same system. So any level them go at, once I call them back, them already know the system. Not the three teams I play different, the different levels I play different systems. So when a person get called back, he don't know what kind of system I play in a the team. So we
Yeah.
need to work on a system we have right through, isn't it? But it's a good look so far with Paula still. I love the effort him push out and I like for him do. But just hope all the teams them going right up can adapt the same system over time. I would just
Yeah,
get the
man.
thing going. But good program. Russian drama, I go on the thing, say me, I go and put in the work. You see me? Yeah,
Much
man, when
respect, my
nobody stop on
boss.
the thing, man,
Much
just go and
respect.
put in the work same way. You see me? My young now, but it a go grow, man. Believe me.
Enough
It a go
respect
grow.
for
All right.
Yeah, man, I respect
Respect
the
that
work of
point.
all of the YouTubers them do better, because it's a football first,
Yeah, man.
I miss not much from 20, what I say now, from about 2009, brother. My name is no match the Reggae Boyz play stadium.
Even through the lockdown.
No, you see that one, because I'm not vaccinated, So you see them set that one.
See that. Yeah, man. You streak off, man. You streak off.
But the vaccination thing I beat my brother, because I'm not really chief of the vaccination thing. So
You say your streak have a start over. Your streak start over now. But big up seeing you, brother. I appreciate it.
Me I look for the upcoming match in Mexico and
Suriname.
Suriname. Hopefully the COVID thing they're not tying about the thing again, because it look like it has step up back. But hopefully they're not tying it. So I can't go that match. But once as them not tying it, I go there the match at the skin of my teeth, man, straight. Just go and put in the work, say me and do the match. So you hear that? Love the program. Big up on yourself.
We have one more guest for the last 10 minutes, Josh.
Let's do it now.
All right.
Are you 10 minutes to give a boss?
2 hour plan for going on. And when name Curtin, man, I remember him name while ago.
Curtin Boss.
But Curtin Boss. He talk a whole heap of things, but he take up a whole heap of the time. You see me? So yeah, we have to know unseen.
What the topic?
Right now we are talking about the squad we released for the Catalonia friendly. How many of them can make it into the Nations League squad? What we like about it or what they don't like about it? You know, just discuss
Rush. Somebody asked me a question. Wayne Sire, which three striker we think Paul Hall I go take? My answer to a question like this is always, I'm not a mind reader. So I don't know what Paul Hall is thinking, but me answer which three striker me would I take. You get me? I said that's something I'm more than willing to answer. And my answer to that right now, as it stands, there has to be Michael Antonio, Shamar Nicholson, and Javon Heath. I'm joking.
Oh God.
I'm just making a joke. But yeah, it have to be Michael Antonio, Shamar Nicholson, and like the third one, it's still up for grabs, you know. We have to see what they have for offer. You get me? I say, because Johnson Clark is not a spring chicken either. It's not like a 21, 22-year-old me that's all right for sure. You get me? I say, still closer to 30 years old. So, I could see what we're going for that third spot. But I think Antonio and Shamar Nicholson are locks, you know?
Yeah. Where you say unseen?
Yeah.
Right. So the forward thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, say Bobby Reed and him and they are Jamaica.
No, I mean the striker. Not necessarily
the
the three number 9 then.
All right, so I'm gonna go with Boz are going to still because I'm saying on him show say my forward, so good him make a call. So I'm gonna go there. I'm not sure about if Antonio, but me that want him to play still Antonio because I'm thinking he can impart some knowledge. And the youth them, same way.
Yeah.
What Karim Paris slated as a winger or a forward?
Yeah, winger, but him can play forward too. But like as I said, that's why you see Rush with this. When people ask me treat, you know me stay when me I talk about forwards already. You know how I always love Leon Bailey, Karim Paris, everybody up there for me considered as a forward. Because I really don't think there's much distinguishing between the term forwards. But I think what that person was speaking about was number 9. But as it relates to forwards, yeah, man, I always like go with 8 attackers. Or some look on it, midfielders, attackers, and defenders. But I really like look on the quote unquote number 9. If you get me, I understand what you're
Number 9 is a part of the attacking group. Watch a man, Rob Smith, and so forgetting Roof. Trust me, Rob Smith. We don't forget Reggie. Don't think we forget. Yeah, continue and
What's your name?
So,
Emil is a big Kemaru fan, people. I don't know.
So right now,
knows how to put the ball in the back of net. You must respect it.
Right now, it's kind of sticky. It's rough. For the coach and now select the squad because maybe him not go mostly with what him have before, but him put a new team out now for someone impressive. Because I think him gonna go certain thing because some man never did want to come in the last part of the nation in the World Cup qualification come play. Certain things personal, you know. Some man I'll get called, you know. So I have look through all of them things.
I hope that the personal thing is not a factor in our team selection because if that is, then we're doomed.
One thing you have to learn of football is coach personal. Remember that.
Politics.
Yeah,
Politics.
probably.
It's not politics.
Right.
It's not politics, but person. There's certain things you hold on to like commitment and them things. You hold that to your grave, you know, Bridget.
And then
Country,
again,
you know.
that's true. In addition to an individual fitting your style.
See me? You hold that to your grave, you know. Cause you call someone and man tell you say, yo, you can't make it because of this and that reason. You know, say nothing go so. You understand?
Yeah. And Paul mentioned that in a press conference
I
last
mentioned
time.
that. So certain
Yeah.
so if certain man come well, you have to give God thanks. But so if some coaches hold feelings, brother.
Well, as I said, and that's why me always I say when somebody asks me, who do you think Paul Hall will carry? I refuse to answer such a question because I'm not in Paul Hall's head. What I can tell you about is who I would have carried had I been in the position, which I'm not. But if I was charged with selecting this team, I can only talk about who I'd bring. Jerry anyway does say USA release a 27-man squad. Interesting. I have to go and take a look at that first and foremost, including 6 forwards. All right, Jerry. When I think what they were saying as like forward, I think they didn't mean number 9. When me and Rush, we talk about our teams like our 23. What we like to do is like say 8 defenders, 8 midfielders, and 4 attackers, or 8, 6, and 6. You get me? I say stuff like that. So what we were saying, why the person did say 3, they were referring specifically to a number 9, not necessarily to attackers in general. Just for clear that up. We have to set a standard. We have to set a standard. We're the only country that have issue with will he come or not. For true. That's an issue that we have. But how do we solve that issue though? To Rob Smith, how do we solve that issue? In unseen sports.
We need.
Because right now the problem that start the year so alone, you know, the problem start from over one part over this, the J and the F and the next F. That's how the problem start, and it come over to the team, and it come down to the players, right? Then it come down to everything what they implement in a Jamaica and when it comes in terms of football. So everything is wrong.
I think we have to leave like this the small country mentality. I feel like because we think we know say you're small, we have that in our head. But remember, so our reach is far and wide, bro. Jamaica is not like the impact and culture of Jamaica is not as small as we think.
So I ask you a question. You feel like the man them in Poland know that?
If them know that,
yeah,
they should, and if they don't, then they're incompetent.
Man, them know that, man. Come on, man. That's some man, a bright man, they work at some window like a plant and them place in the Virgin.
Right. So if you know that and you approach a man, hear me I say, if you know that and you approach a man with that in mind, you not approach him a beg for play for Jamaica. You know? In fact, if you need for beg, depending upon him starter, you need for beg. Right. But certain man you approach, you invite them. Me just feel like some of the man them just not get invited. Like what Michael Antonio said in an interview, after he tried to play for Jamaica years ago, Jamaica never linked him back until now. Like some of these players are just not being approached.
So you see the problem, right? See the big problem. So the problem that which one the team there right now we are playing now. The problem there from selection process. That's what the problem.
So we there saw call for someone and say if them gonna come, sometimes them even not get called for come.
See me? The Reggae Boyz, the JFF have a website running.
No, that website is not up and now running, Bridget.
Okay.
We don't even know the squad still, because the game is in 13 days. America dropped for them squad 2 days ago.
Squad not gonna chop until the Catalonia game, man. After the Catalonia game. Can't tell you that. You mute.
Yeah. Mute Joe, man.
We assume say that go drop after the Catalonia game, but we want it like right after. You get me? I say no more than 2 days, no more than 27th. If you know the squad, you see me? Because remember June 4th, bro. Because rightfully players should be released. Players club should be notified 2 weeks before the game. Right?
Couple man there Jamaica already still.
Judge youth.
Yeah, man, I see him say season done. Man get them time off, them go about them business. Yeah, man, I say, but I don't know if man a travel pan international release. I mean, even the season done. I don't think you need
You get a break. You get a break because you can
Yeah.
play.
You still
I
contract.
think them still need to
Contract.
notify them clubs still.
Yeah, you still have to
notify them
notify
clubs.
the club
So you
2
play.
weeks before. The contract don't end in the summer unless your contract end in the summer.
So that goes to say them basically them already have them team and just release it.
Yeah. Me would assume so.
You would assume so.
Them supposed to know who them are gonna pick already. It's just a matter of communication, bro. Like I feel like we need the JFF and whoever running this social media thing need to appreciate the fans some more. And this is why we are losing a connection with the fans, you know. This is why people now turn out to the game them.
True.
Is it
Then
like,
what's
Many,
that?
many, many, many
show
reasons.
them,
Many reasons why people not turn out to the game, boy.
yeah,
Can't
true.
But
just
all
talk
the country still, all the country
True.
still, them can count for my 3 grand still. But
Yeah.
the cup are full one day now. I just don't go.
And what if people come full already, you know?
Yeah,
Cup are full one day.
yeah,
Man.
because I remember, I can talk about the evolution of me being a patron at National Stadium, where it was I was watching games when the stadium was filled, and then the stadium was at 20,000 capacity, and then the stadium was at not 20,000 of the capacity, and then the stadium was at 15,000, and then I've been to games where there are 5,000 people in, even though the stadium opened completely. You get me? I say. So I've seen what is the opposite of evolution, whatever that is. I don't want to say a word I'm know upon camera right now of the attendance in Jamaican football. So it's clear that the cup is filled for many people now. It's an issue,
Yeah, bro.
big issue, bro. And we just hope to see that solved. We play Suriname on the 7th of June. That is like what, 2.5 weeks away. It's right here. Like it's time for this, yo. You get me? I say it's time for this. And are we ready? Even though the players that will be playing on the 25th is not the players that will be playing in Nations League, I think based on our performance in that might say a lot as to how we will perform going forward. Like how Paul Hall has his team playing, as well as how the players that we expect to stand out, if they do stand out, for example, if Hutchinson gives us a good game, I think that can be a good omen going into the Nations League.
One thing we can't tell me so now, it's not long ball though.
I will tell you that.
Yo, as I said, I don't mind long passes if they're not used poorly. Like if I get long balls over the top to Leon Bailey for run on to, that's fine. But if I go post up Leon Bailey against the wing back and try get him the ball them to him chest, it not go work. You get me? I say him not can get the balls them out of the air against 6-foot defenders. But if we are moving the ball around, getting defenders out of positions and playing long passes over the top of the defense and having our wingers and our forwards running on to them. If that's how Jamaica wants to play, I have no problem with that. But booting the ball downfield and just hope so we win a header, that can't be the way. You get me? I said. So long passes, I don't have an issue with that. It's just how we put the long passes to work. Jamaica's only have good games where the schools are playing. Not to me.
We never say long passes, we say long ball.
Yeah.
That's two
Yeah,
different.
We can't go there.
That's two different nights, you know.
No.
Long pass maybe more accurate, but long ball are open play. But for that team, I still love. I think CFAS to get the opportunity though.
CFAS.
One very good player, stand up, JFL.
The team I used to know, but a whole heap of people are linking to move out of Jamaica still.
Good, and I don't doubt it, but I need to see the move. I want to see the move. Me personally, people that hear me say time and again that I believe that Jamaica can find 23 talented players that play outside of the country. I genuinely do believe that. So I am of the belief that I don't necessarily think that individuals playing in the local league should have a spot in our 23. And even if they do have a spot, it has to be like a special exception. For example, a Richard King, who is just one of the more outstanding defenders we have available to us. That's what I believe.
Nobody can mark CFAS in the Premier League.
Yeah, and then Bygrave also scored this one bag of goal in the Premier League too, but Bygrave is not ready for the big leagues. You get me? I say so. I'm not saying Cephas is or he isn't. I'm just saying continue work hard, get the contract, go overseas, and then we'd love to see him. You get me? I
When
say?
go overseas, you remember?
That is the thing that no, that's not up to us. We just say, oh, the level we want to see our international players.
See what I'm
And
saying? When we go overseas, you remember him.
and he's a player we're looking out for.
So it's a good if him get in chance from him there, so him go overseas and still have a connection there.
Well, as I said, at the
And
end of the day,
we feel like if you get the opportunity to play with man like Antoine and people, you can revitalize him game, you know? Make him think about some different things when he can do. For the field. Because the man
One thing I know,
man. You ever watch him in the real life?
yeah, I'm see first play, man.
Oh.
We see first play, man. A very, very talented player. But one thing we do know though, he's on the JFF's radar. No, he was selected. He's on the JFF's radar. He was selected for that. You remember that pool that trained, before the last window. So we know that he's around there. If he's probably in a 50 pool, if we're going to be totally honest. So the call up might not be far away if we're being totally honest.
just continue work hard and push yourself.
Yeah.
Daniel Green really approved himself though. Daniel Green lead the goal scorer.
Yeah, Daniel Green play good in the Premier League, but him get him shot in the national team and
everything was so while ago for Cephas, bro. I transfer it over to Daniel.
Yeah, because Daniel Green get him shot in the national team and him look out of place. You get me? I say it's just too big for him. So I think these players do have the ability to.
I'm not share the same sentiment you just said.
You think that Daniel Green did look good in the games that we play?
He never the bad, he never the poor. He was up there, was doing well.
What him do?
You understand me? He might pass the ball, he might keep the ball, and he might turn, he might kick off for the goal, he might get headers off for the goal. Almost score, keeper brilliant, take the ball for the goal. Him do better than enough of them people where we are run down.
I think Daniel Green, him did get off a couple shots at goal, but I think on the ball, him never did a move fast enough. Him touches never did that solid. And I'm not saying that Daniel Green is not a good player. I'm just saying, you see, for example, what Daniel Green is now, put him in a more professional environment overseas with better training. And then that would probably give him the edge to be on the level of some of these other players that we're saying.
But so King is not in a professional settings, and you can get the edge over enough for them going at the big professional settings.
No, as I said,
he's a special exception.
Yeah, there are rare exceptions. I don't think Daniel Green is that.
No, Daniel Green is a very, very good player. But you have, Mama always said this to you. You have to remember, bro, this is JPL. If you take
problem.
No, but if you take some of these players that you're talking about, if you take some of the Kaim Price and the Lamar Walker and Devon Williams and you put them in the JPL.
And if you put Junior Flemings in the JPL, Junior Flemings scored 20 goals.
You get me? I say so. Yes, we know that it is good. At any level, if you score a certain amount of goals, it's good. But we want to see them take the next step. We know they are very good players.
It is with talking about the work. Junior Flemings in the Jamaican Premier League, you now get the chance to score 20 in foot like a mashup.
I say if Junior Flemings was in Premier League, Junior Flemings scored 20 goals.
Junior Flemings never get injured before the season done, Bridget.
Why you say I get injured? Why more likely to get injured than somebody else?
You don't know Premier League.
As in football. You think that Premier League rougher than
them man find out say you score so much goal you get mash up, Bridget.
As in that a football in general, like why would it feels a Jamaican football rougher than English football?
Jamaica different. It's not rough is different from doing madness on the field and ball. So make that clear. Rough is different from doing madness.
You think I'm gonna play that come out and try bro Junior Fleming's foot because he's tearing up the league? I don't think so.
So why them broke Daniel Green foot and Bygrave foot?
We don't know, see them go after him all the while and the man them skip it.
So if them can skip it, why Flemo couldn't skip it?
You understand? Just remember, so the league is not a full league though.
No, I understand. I just say, if you put Junior Fleming in this situation, man, Junior Fleming would have looked like the best player upon God green earth.
I would say
That's
too,
the
even
that's
Speedy
the
we are talking about since there.
Speedy
If
would
you
have
put
been the best.
Speedy up
Speedy
there,
would
he will
have been the
turn.
best midfielder in the Premier League.
Well,
Devon Williams would have easily been the best midfielder in a JP right now, hands down. And
Because the level.
that's what we are trying to say. So
that take
yeah,
a time. It take a time to adjust to it though, because a different surface and some of the control them in doing the game. That take a time for you. You get back.
may I tell you, say, the speed at which Devon Williams plays
Unless
would
you
have
play
been
in a national stadium.
so faster than the Premier League. He would have
Well,
looked
no.
like a big general.
Unless you are playing a national stadium down at Anthony Spalding or up at the UF
So that's the Premier League play.
But well, sometimes it go down a Effortville, sometimes it go down a Mount Pleasant Field, so 200. You understand? Somebody turn on it back, and then now you might play with some players where maybe that you get about the return pass when they move in a space. You can't say that again.
We just say he's so
Yo,
much
but
better.
I just literally believe that Speedy would have scored so many goals and get so many assists from the
Can't believe that. Me can't believe it.
Genuinely
Can't believe
believe
it.
that.
I see it because when I'm gonna play with some different players, I like say I play the same player them in a national team where we game ball.
No, sir.
Just as I said,
One man change. One man
just like how you can see Bygrave done at the league and when him come playing at the national program very ordinary. I think it would have been the same as like Flemo would have done the same thing. Speedy would have done the same thing.
Flemo in the national league look ordinary.
Flemo in the national team look ordinary.
Ordinary.
Yeah. Because Flemo ordinary in the national team, but Flemo better than Daniel Green in the national team. Can't tell you that for a fact. But Flemo look ordinary in the national. I argue with you on that. I don't believe Flemo can make my 23. But I just show you the levels. Why
me there the match and I watch the match and I see Daniel Green and do some things enough for the man then from. That's why Paul put him on the field because he must see something of the youth. Like him
him having moments, but we just say
the only thing, I mean, he said Daniel Green will improve one is in strength. He needs to get stronger and in touch. You understand? In a Premier League, let me tell you, in a Premier League, he used to one time he control the ball lick off on your foot and him get it back.
Exactly.
You understand? No, exactly. in the big league, the ball, you have to keep the ball close to you because somebody close to you will take it from you. You understand? So this is now I'm going to learn and then now I'm apply it and I'm training now. So that's why I see him gone 12 goals. Up 12 goals now. So even at the national team, I can see a different Daniel Green when because he's going to do the Nations League, you know. Tell me I do that.
I hope not.
Yeah.
They hope not. He's going to do that.
I could say. I believe that Paul will have.
Worse him there 12 goals now.
I believe.
So you don't think we have better players that are Jamaicans than
Think, of course we have better.
It depends on what we are saying. If you have better overseas players than local position.
Jamaicans, we don't care them.
No matter. Overseas.
Well, Jamaicans overseas.
Literally. Bobby Reid is a Jamaican.
It's up to what the coach wants, because if you're gonna say, all right, you have Bobby Reid, right? Bobby Reid worse on Green.
I'm better too.
Again. Worse on Green.
And way better. Bobby Reid
we can't see him be way better now because Daniel Green will get a few games for the national team. A few. Bobby Reid get more. So all of them think I can contest. All of them arguments I can contest. You understand?
From when me say Daniel
Daniel Green get that goal, I'm sure no say me that score. Man kick the ball over this. You understand?
Yo,
you missed that?
Mr. Cristiano kick a goal from 3 yards out now. So if Daniel Green that probably buried that. Of course Daniel Green probably buried that.
But at that time though,
look what the goal they were Bobby Reid
brother. At that time, you can't miss that, brother.
But understand
that. An inexperienced Daniel Green would have made
but
that.
At the end of the day, you have to look on it. At that time, Bobby Reid wasn't in a proper form at the time. You understand? we coaches, all right, so Jamaican coaches normally just pick ball because we used to this corner league mentality where the bad ball or the big ball them have to play. You understand? It doesn't matter if them on farm or not. You get me I say? Them have to play. So at the time, the whole Jamaica knows about Bobby never dey on a farm. After I get the COVID and come out of World Cup, in farm drop.
Yeah.
But he keep on a play. So me never expect him to do great. Cause me I watch the game. Cause me is a coach differently, you know. I know them thing that.
Right.
See me?
But
I have
as
academy.
sometimes you have to ride with the best players. Cause we talk about that goal that Bobby Reid missed. Don't get me wrong, you put me in front of that, I'm goodly score it. You get me I say? Of course Daniel Green would probably score it. But that goal that way Bobby Reid scored against our Suriname. Daniel Green not scoring that, bro. You get me I say? Daniel Green
You
just
can't
don't
say
have the
that.
quality
You can't
to
say
score a
that.
goal.
You
Man,
can't say the
I'm
man
saying
can't
that.
score that, brother.
No,
See the man
no,
scores.
he just not have the quality there.
We see the man score some wicked goal, brother, in the Premier League version.
Man, you
That
keep
them
on
goal they
telling
can
me
score it,
Premier League,
them
bro.
goal they can score anywhere in the world.
No,
Keeper
I
can't
disagree
stop
with that.
them.
No,
Keeper
man.
can't
It's not
stop
a matter
them.
of stopping them. In a Premier League,
Brother,
sometimes when the ball
alright,
bounce,
so you think Paris has scored them goal just when him gone to Slovenia? Man has scored them goal from Jamaica, Virgin. Goal when him score them from them a little boy from him 15 when time I watch him. I play for didn't till him score them goal when him score Slovenia.
I tell you see in a Premier League,
So when
you see in a Premier League when the ball upon a volley or a half volley, you might get 3 bounce before the defender reach for close you out. In any other league, not really only I get 2 bounce. Like to them see Coutinho score a goal, man. An amazing goal. You get me I said? The first touch put him in a position, the second touch scored the goal. In a Jamaica, what me see is the first touch, the second touch, the third touch, the defender just a reach. Then you get the chance to kick the ball and score the goal. And you get the difference between the levels.
I'm not comparing anybody. I'm just saying that Daniel Green did never do bad. So you might ask me which player outside of Jamaica could I get the spot over him. So you must say Bobby Reid. I say Bobby Reid still have flaws too because there's an argument
Of
there.
course.
You
Of
understand?
course.
There's
Of
an
course.
argument there. So I am saying right now, if you check it, Daniel Green I perform good, so he deserve a chance. He's leading the Premier League, and he never do bad in the Premier League, in the World Cup
Me hear you.
qualifiers.
Me
You
hear you.
understand?
Me
And
hear
if
you.
Paul will call upon him, I'm ready tomorrow. Paul will call upon some of the man them over so them I'll get news and all that stuff.
I
So
hear you.
then
I hear
the
you.
day there's a lot of logistics to it. Now, what I say a while ago is that I am a coach, right? The goal is moving on. For the day of Jamaica, the goal is moving on. So I mean, no, say I find the goal is move, neither the goal in one place. You get me? I say the goal never move. And if they are Jamaica practice or we kick the ball off of the goal, at the same way you gotta find to kick the ball off of the goal. Them go teach you accuracy a bit longer period because of professional something you're going, you know. So you kick more balls off of the goal. Say at Jamaica you kick 10, over there you kick 100. So that's the difference. But at the same way you kick the ball. And that's how you get accuracy and everything. So Daniel Green have one technique where he cut in and kick and him a score in Jamaica. I see him try it not do you know, and the keeper save it. Like only difference. Not the match them that way. Him try it and yeah. So where I need to work on is him strength and just continue work on him weakness them too. Him weakness is him strength. You know, him weak, need to work on that and get better.
I feel like Daniel Green can also work on him decision making too. I feel like him can improve that a little bit better in the national team. Like sometimes when he fair dribbling pass, sometimes when fair pass him a dribble. To the point where I see players that go to him and I say, yo, stop free to take on the man them. Or yeah, pass too much, all right. So
alright,
I
so
feel
them
like
thing that but you have to say, you know, them things that come with experience, you know, brother. And the more game in play,
and the level.
the more game in play and the freedom with the coach give them. Alright, look on Tariq Maggie. See me? I feel like if Tariq Maggie never get set up in the Jamaica team, him that make him name in the national team. That man get set up big time by top of Bridget.
Yeah.
When them play, them now no D mid to back him up, nothing at all. When he lose the ball, we dead.
Yeah.
Dead. So I didn't think they have to look on, brother. what you see Paul give the man them freedom, brother. Freedom to do what they want. You said the man free up Bailey look like the best thing in the world.
Well, I agree with you, man.
You see what I say? So
Yeah.
everybody play different on a certain system and how the coach want him tell him the coach, the tactics of the coach I show them how to play. You get what I say?
Yeah.
So it
Yeah,
come
man.
down to and the man them enjoy playing, the man them clap each other and say, yo, take him man them give a Zimnis. But kick off at the goal, brother, look at 17-year-old. Robin Morris come up and say, I believe in you, they can kick it.
Mm-hmm.
Supposed in this square now. And the biggest thing in Jamaica, what you say about it?
Mm-hmm.
Him ready for it. What do you think about Zimnis? Him ready for it?
Not at all. Not at
You
all.
see me?
I
And
don't
if
think
he
so.
score that goal, he have a difference there.
No,
It's
sir.
how
And
football go.
that's how we see the football. Not at
It's
all.
how football go. It's how football go. But you couldn't tell nobody else for the platforms then already if he score a goal there.
I saw them have to call you idiot, man. Cause
I'm
yeah,
gonna tell you.
Zimmer's not idiot.
See me I say? And Zimni is a big talent, ready for Belgium. So
Ready for
you
go take
saying
on the
already?
world.
You saying already?
Ready for
But
go take on
Belgium
the
same
world.
ready. Belgium same ready.
If we go take on the world, yeah.
You saying already, but Belgium same ready.
Him ready for go be a prospect in a somebody team. Like him not ready for
Prospect.
represent Jamaica at the highest level.
Ready for going
As
at
a
the top team,
starter.
top team in Belgium right now. I'm gonna start
Well,
to.
100. Well, if that is the case, I wish him all the best, and I hope.
So we Jamaican. Sometimes scout them look and say, you're the man that talk about the ball already and we want and the ball already. Because them say different thing. Some of the cousins say this. But him that play the match against USA, you think a goal scoring make the man then pick him to come a Slovenia. Or you think a goal, it's a 2 time he touch the ball, 2 time he touch the ball. But when me reach, the man them tell me say the after ball movement, we keep on a work and a fight for the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Keep on a move, me not stop. I always come for the ball and then thing there. See me? I always a move for the ball. Some people think say a goal scoring, make you get contract and then thing and people come for you. And you half the ball movement, brother. That the man step on Iron LFC today.
I'm sure. But
So
yeah,
you could have said Daniel Green no good and this and that. Check him out.
nobody.
Me
Come
never
on,
watch him
nobody.
after.
Come on. Nobody
No, I
not
never say
say.
you. I say people might say
Yeah.
Daniel Green no good and anything there. But we might there talk about say yo, him not ready and anything there. But the other man I say yo, him ready because them just something what him like about him. But them can improve the other part of the game.
Mm.
So me I say, so you have to know them thing because football different. Kwani,
Yeah.
not talk no foolishness, Kwani. We might talk foolishness about.
Yeah, but people gone, what, 2.5 hours almost reach. And see, before we cut still, may I give you a chance to shout out the thing them. I say you have a academy, make the people them know what go on if you want.
Yeah,
Email me,
man.
I can give you a final say, same way, bro. Don't move a muscle. So, Ansi, no have to say.
Yeah, man. We have academy in Golden Spring. Its name is called El Futuro Academy, and it means the future stars. We cater for students from Stony, any part in that area, St. Mary, Cassava Peace and stuff. And we have from ages 8-year-old to 18. We're trying to develop different schools football program such as Oberlin and many other schools. Kids come from even Calabar and stuff. So we're teaching them the fundamental. Because enough of them come they can't even control a ball and stuff. So we basically for now teaching them the fundamentals of the game. Control, pass, and stuff like that. It's $2,000 for the month, $1,000 on a Saturday. So if you want your kids to come, you can send them. You can link me up on Instagram, El Futuro Academy or Unseen Sports TV or Coach Parchment on the Instagram. So you can link me up on any one of those platforms, and I will surely message you guys. And the next thing to subscribe to Unseen Sports TV, you get your track and feel and your sporting experience. All right, we see sports from a different angle over there.
Yeah. Big up
Big.
yourself, brother.
Mhm.
We need academies and programs like yours. So, big up yourself. Thanks for passing through, friend of the
One next
channel.
thing too, anybody who wants to help out monetary wise, help the players and stuff, you can, tell this and that and then link me up.
Yeah.
Or you can just
100%.
text me
100%.
at
100% people. So run over to him channel, see him, show him some love, subscribe to the channel. You know, follow him on IG, the whole works. Check out him academy, all of that. But thanks for passing through, bro. Much love.
Yeah, man, respect.
Email, we have to say. I will you put up a while ago, on.
Oh, holy man. But big up
I'll go do an extra
Auntie.
30 minutes, bro.
Big up Auntie. He's a man I respect. Him really love more the development of Jamaican football. He really put in the work and taking the game, the JPL and things. So much respect to him. Make sure you subscribe to him channel. So already we kick off the my 23-man squad.
Run it now. Before we cut, run it now.
People don't beat me, you know. Let's go. Andre Gray, Dylan Barnes, and maybe
Andre Blake.
keepers. Andre Blake, sorry. Andre Blake, Dylan Barnes. I'm not sure if we're going to go to 3 keepers.
Yeah,
Probably want to squeeze in Corey. Squeeze in Corey there. Alright, you know, so we're going to have with Damian Lowe. We'll have for Richard King. I'll have Greg Lee. Boy, this is where they tricky now. Davian Brown. Andre Maria probably. How much is that going? 5?
You want one more centre back? Or you want one more left back or something? Yeah, because you pick Mario as a right back.
And it's so trouble because oh my god. I'll just keep talking them because I remember say Mariapa interchangeable.
Yeah.
So we'll talk to you. Alright, now I don't know the situation. We'll go with I want Cousins. I want Cousins as a CDM. Ravel.
Yeah, you left out. You can make one more centre back. You pick 7.
More.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say you left out Pinnock.
Left out Pinnock. But we're not sure. Well, we're not sure about Pinnock.
Your team, brother. You a pick.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, but just as I'm not sure about Pinnock.
Alright. Your world.
Probably if the young guy from Swansea, Latiba, show us a good performance in the Catalonia game, you might see him squeeze into that Nation League squad. So I'll give him that. So let's go back to Daniel Cousins, CDM, Ravel Morrison. Probably say Lamar Walker. I know a lot of people that were like, but I've seen something in him, and I think Paula can get more out of him. So just Lamar Walker. I really want to see Mario Hutchinson. In total, how much that we got now?
You have 4 midfielders so far, Bridget.
This is so difficult. I'm just thinking about the possibilities.
So why you have 14 players?
Yeah.
You pick 7 defender, 3 keeper, and 4 midfielders so far. So you need 6 and 3. You need 9 more players. So you can pick 8. You need 1 more midfielder and pick 8. 8 attacker. A man say it sound like Tapper. I don't like you box shuffle by your player them like you don't know the man them
Yeah,
legit.
no, that because I think about all the players that we have that we can draw from.
You have one more player. You can go Kevin Stewart in your midfield, bro.
Yeah.
You
This
see
is
me?
the problem with being a manager, you know, because when you look at Jamaica and all the players that we have who are at our disposal, it's so hard to pick a 23-man squad. But let's keep it simple. Go with Kevin Stewart.
The
We'll go
eight
Karim.
attacker.
Yeah, Karim Paris. We'll go with
Mhm.
Shamar Nicholson, Antonio, hopefully.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the health situation with Leon Bailey. I'm assuming he
Should be
he
fine.
should be. So let's throw Leon Bailey in there as well. Controversial, but I think later that could squeeze in there.
Mm. Yeah, at your roof.
Boy, I'm work hard, but I might leave him out. I might just leave him out. But he's a hard worker.
All right, you have 3 more. Come on, name me like a nice part this man. You have a Bobby Reed, them and them man. You have a
Yeah, man.
Lamar Walker, them and the Tariq McGee.
No,
Them,
remember some call Lamar already.
you have Junior Flemings, you have Javon
Yeah.
East, you have
No,
Willie Man.
so
Come on.
much.
You have your roof same way, you have your gray same
No,
way.
I'm not call.
Just I tell you options,
But
I
no,
just
man.
3 you need for picking it.
We get a call from Andre Gray. I think we're going to call back. I think Paul also something in Daniel Green.
All right. Your final pick. Ooh, get that.
I know. They just want to be. They don't want to be different and never want to add him in the cards. The bias I have with him.
Ooh.
But I can't help myself. I have to go with him. I have to go with the roof.
Okay, my roof.
I
Michael, you're a
They
squad.
try avoid. I was trying to avoid it, but I have to go
You're a
with him.
squad, bro. The players where you like you add. I just saw it go, you get me, I say. But yeah, see the man I said tell him to pick East Flemings and Green. The man now pick East Flemings and Green, but you're not gonna front through that. But anyways, thanks, bro. Reggae Boyz Central say Blake Barnes, wait, Bell, Lee, Low, Latibo there, King, Mariapa Brown. Speedy
That's
Stewart
the next thing,
Cousins.
Bell. Oh, we're not sure
Yes,
about him
Bell.
either.
Hold on. Speedy Stewart Cousins, Maggie Ravel, Reed, Flemings, Paris, Antonio, JCH, Gray, and Nicholson. Not a bad squad at all. But yeah, people, the squad is not up to us, but the squad will be released very soon, and a whole heap of content we have coming this week. So remember, the game is on Wednesday. So I have a whole heap of content around that for do. The Nations League is coming up. We have a whole heap of content around that for do. Reggae Girlz, we have a whole heap of content around that for do. Some track and field list summer. Whole heap of content around that for do. So busy summer people. But Sunday night lives every week. So thank you guys for tuning in again. One way to leave a stream, people. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, then you can leave. So do that right now. Email thanks for passing through my brother. You know that
Yes, sir.
already. More strength, thanks for the love, bro. But another one, people. This was This or That Sports TV. We're out.